Autumn, a time for new school activities, fall festivals, raking leaves, winterizing your home, and for farmers, harvest, putting in long hours, working hard from sunup to sundown. Minimize some of your stress by working with DeNoble Austin & Company PC, certified public accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne to maximize your precious available time. Call DeNoble Austin & Company PC today for help with all your accounting and tax needs. We are a stable, reliable company with the security of experience and the energy of youth.
But I literally didn't see your text.
Pizza Ranch legends.
Like
the husband who didn't text back about supper.
Probably near a text dead zone. You've heard of a text dead zone, right?
It's only a legend, but just in case, there's all kinds of husband didn't text back about supper flavor at Pizza Ranch.
I'm totally getting taco pizza!
There's all kinds of that at Pizza Ranch.
And we welcome you back to the pregame show. It's time to talk MOC-Floyd Valley Dutch football with the head coach of the Dutch, Grant Hagstad. Coach, thanks for joining us here today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Coach, let's talk a little bit about your football team so far on the year. 2-5 overall, 2-3 in district play, but definitely a record that doesn't tell the real story about your football team. Your team has been in about every game you've played this season, and you've gone through a lot of really tough games, and you've had a lot of really close losses. So that record is definitely not a telltale of how your season's gone.
Yeah, you look at the progress of our team over the course of the season, and one of the things I think I'm most proud of with our guys is just the way that they've improved every single week. And so from week 1 to week 2 and from there on, just the growth that they've made as individual players, which then benefits us so much as a team. Just really proud of their efforts. And as you had mentioned, there's been some tight dog fights in there, some really good battles, and just proud of the resiliency that our kids have played with, the way they fight and the way that they work to finish. And, just the growth that we've seen along the way.
Well, you talk about the growth and helping younger kids mold with the older players that you have out there. So some of your veterans helping them younger kids. That's really a nice thing when you're building depth and you start looking for the future and the years to come.
It is. You look at our juniors and seniors right now and just the way that they've invested in each other, but the way that they're investing in the future of our Dutch football program is something that I'm greatly thankful for. And just the maturity that they show and the pride that they have in who we are as a program, and not just a team this year, but the pride that they hold in who we are as a program for the future. And so that's been a huge piece for us this year, is just the leadership that those upperclassmen have provided, not just to each other, but also to those younger guys below.
Well, let's talk about the game at hand. Let's talk about tonight's matchup against Central Lyon. George Little Rock, you get to host the Lions at home. What are some things that you might expect to see from a new coach and Coach Eben, and some things that he might bring to the table?
Watching them on film the last couple of weeks, one of the things that I'm impressed with out of the Lions is just how they continue to get better each week as well. You can see that Coach Eben's installed and instilled just a mindset of they're going to improve and they're going to get better and they're going to grow together. And you can see that in just the way that they play the game. You can see it in their chemistry offensively, defensively. Offensively, you look at the production that they've got and the ways that they're able to move the ball both through the run game and the pass game. And they've improved a lot there. You look at them defensively and just within their 4-3 base scheme, just how solid and disciplined they are. You can see that they've made some of those things a top priority. So we're looking for a great night of competition tonight.
Well, you've talked about seeing the tape and seeing what the Lions are going to bring towards you. What are some things that we might see from MOC-Floyd Valley where you might be able to take advantage of the Lions?
Yeah, offensively, our guys up front have really grown and improved as a group. So our offensive line has got to have a great night for us, both through our run game and then through our pass game. Guys in the backfield, Connor Huss as our fullback has done an outstanding job leading from that position, and he doesn't get tons of carries, but he's very sacrificial in the way that he serves the guys around him and the way that he lead blocks and pass pros. And so he does a great job for us. Our running backs, especially led by Gage Fisher back there, has really had a great year. And again, if we think about growth, just the way that he's improved from week one until now has been a great thing. Guys out on the edge, we've got Kyle Putman, Parker Weirda. We've got Kyle Tegrotenheis and Josiah Jansen and Logan Kudum. We've got 5 or 6 guys out on the edge too that do a great job in terms of serving each other with the way that they'll block out of our run game, but they also have the ability to go make some plays out of the pass game. So excited about that offensively. Defensively, what we need to have from us tonight is just a really sound team effort. One of the things that Central Lyon is going to force us to do is to be disciplined within our scheme, to play within our scheme, and force every guy on the field to do his 1/11th each and every play. And so we're looking for a great team effort on that side of the ball and try to eliminate the big plays where we can and force some takeaways.
Well, one of the things that might help your team here tonight is, first of all, the weather is going to be more traditional fall football weather, and the same aspect, you get to play the Lions at home on your own field.
Yeah, you look at the atmosphere of being able to play at home and just the community support that we've got has been something that we're very grateful for, and the way that they come out and cheer on our guys. And you look at all those things combined with a great night weather-wise, it should be a great night for football.
What do you think might be some of the advantages of the fact that your guys are used to playing on the turf where Central Lyon George Little Rock has not even seen a fake football field as of yet?
Yeah, you look at the turf, and one of the nice things about it is it's pretty predictable in terms of how it plays with a couple different things. Your footing's usually fairly sure on it. There's a little bit less slip to it than you sometimes get on a damp grass field like you do with the dew sometimes on a Friday night. So your footing's fairly sure. You think about the bounces, whether it's out of the kick game or some other things where the football might hit the ground, and usually your bounce is fairly sure as well. And so it in our minds it plays fast, and so I think that'll be to the advantage of both teams with some of the foot speed they've got in some different spots.
We talked a little bit earlier how your team has been in some really tough battles throughout the season so far. It is a tough season, and anytime you play through a season in Northwest Iowa, you're going to get beat up on and banged around. How are your guys doing with the bumps and bruises on the injury front?
All in all, we've been really, really fortunate with our injuries this fall. We had a senior, Taylor Johnson, that went down with an ACL early on. And we've had some bumps and bruises along the way, too, with some different things, some arms, some shoulders, some knees, and some different things from here to here, week to week. But long-term wise, in terms of injuries throughout the course of the season, we've been really, really fortunate in just being able to be durable throughout the course of the season.
What do you see as some of the keys to picking up a win tonight?
Looking at it offensively, defensively, special teams, we've got to have a great four-quarter effort from all of our guys that are involved in all aspects of the game there. And so it's going to take a sustained effort for us to go get that W tonight. The other big thing is we've just got to make sure that we keep taking steps forward as a team. We talk every day about bettering our best from practice to practice and then from Friday night to Friday night. So we've just got to make sure that we're improving tonight from where we were at last week.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you spending some time with us here today, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thanks so much.
That is the head coach of the MOC-Floyd Valley Dutch, Grant Hagstad. We'll be back with more when we come back on the pregame show.
Make your move to the largest orthopedic physician team in the region, Avera Orthopedics.
Central Lyon, setting the standard for success.
Here at Central Lyon, we offer equal opportunities in a fun learning environment.
Students K through 12 participate in a wide variety of activities in and out of the classroom.
Teachers here at Central Lyon go the extra mile to help students achieve their academic goals.
Central Lyon, setting the standard for success.
And welcome you back to the pregame show. It's time to talk Central Lyon George Little Rock football with head coach Curtis Eben. Coach, thanks for joining us once again.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Joel.
Coach, let's talk about last week. A very interesting week, to say that at that. All the rain, the lightning delays in there, the muddy field out there, the wet conditions, and on the other end of it, your team played pretty well.
Yeah, we did. Going into that night, we knew that it was going to be a sloppy mess just by the amount of rain we had all day Friday. And, we didn't know about the lightning delay that happened, but our kids came out. They were focused on their job. We got out early to a good start, and defensively they played well. The offense moved the ball very efficiently that first half, especially before that rain delay. And so going into the rain delay, we were up 22-0, and we had a good feeling. Coming out of the rain delay, we had a 4th and 1, short yardage. We went under center and did a quarterback sneak and kind of got the momentum rolling. I think we ended up getting 4.5, 5 yards on that quarterback sneak and ended up putting up 2 more touchdowns before the half and going up 35-0. So at that point, we had a pretty good feeling. What we were doing on offense and defense was pretty efficient, and we got the ball both the start of the game and the second half, and that second half getting the ball there and controlling the clock, and once the clock doesn't stop, that second half it really moves the game along.
Well, we talk about the weather and how that affected the game out there, but there's lots of other factors that went into last week's game. It was homecoming here at Central Lyon George Little Rock, and it was the final home game for these seniors out there. So lots of distractions out there, but your team managed to stay focused throughout the entire game.
Yeah, homecoming's it's a fun event for all the high school kids and to be around it, but ultimately homecoming's not very fun if you don't win that football game Friday night, and that's a big thing for our kids, and we talked about it all week. Have fun, enjoy homecoming, be around, be involved, but that ultimately at 7 o'clock that night you need to be focused on your job for 2.5 hours there and play some good football, and I felt like we did for 2 hours.
One good thing, too, from that game is, as you said, the score was definitely in our favor and allowed you to get some of those younger kids into the ball game. And it was nice to see those younger kids come in and play at the same level as the first teamers for the most part, and really get some good reps in there and even put some points on the board.
Yeah, it's a lot of those kids, even not even so much some of our younger guys, but some of our upperclassmen that maybe don't see the field because they're behind some talented kids. So it's good to get those seniors in there, some of those juniors in there, especially if we get them in earlier we can. Those guys deserve to play. They've been through our program. They work hard every day. They just might be behind a guy that's a little bit better than them, and so those guys deserve a play. Getting to see the field as much as anybody, and it's always good to get those guys in because I love seeing those guys play. I see them practice every day, but you just don't see them in the game situation, and I thought they came in and did an outstanding job, especially in a game and an atmosphere like that. It's kind of tough, but Cherokee runs that spread offense, and our guys came in and adjusted pretty well to it, and it was good to play solid that second half with those guys in.
Well, let's put that one behind us. A good win for us on homecoming. Now let's look to the week ahead. Tonight's matchup, MOC-Floyd Valley. We go on the road here to MOC-Floyd Valley. And what do we expect to see from the Dutch?
Power football. You're going to see those guys play smash mouth football. They have big physical offensive linemen. They got a real good fullback, tough tailback. They don't throw the ball much, but when they do, it's pretty efficient. And the fact that they set up their pass with the run, and so it's going to be a key for us defensively, a battle up front, our front seven versus their front seven on the O-line, D-line side. And we haven't played physical team like this since the first 2 weeks probably with West Lyon and Spencer. So our guys that we had to go back to a little bit different mindset and get up and ready to play football.
You talk about the physicality of tonight's game and how we're going to play some smash mouth football, but in the same aspect, how is the fact that we're going to go over there and we're going to get a chance to play on some turf over there, and after last week's footing issues that you had with the mud and the wet conditions, now to put these guys on some turf out there and really turn them loose, how is that going to affect our offense?
Yeah, offensively, it's definitely going to help us. I truly believe that our offense is made for a turf field like this, just the spread part of it, getting our guys in open space. And those are exciting things. And, our kids are excited. And anytime you can go play on turf like that, we're excited. Our biggest thing is we got to get out there at 6 o'clock in the pregame and get our kids to move around, cut, pivot, turn, do as much as they can on that turf field within an hour just to get used to the gripping. And, hopefully we always saw them turf monsters come up and grab your feet. We don't want to have any of that going on. And so our kids just got to get, used to that feel of what they're playing on. So we talked about that last night. I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue, but we'll get out and we're excited to go over there and play on a turf field like that.
Well, everybody talks about the turf offensively and defensively and how it can speed up the game. But you and I talked throughout the season of how important special teams are. And when it comes to special teams, that turf can really cause some issues there as well. And catching the ball on every kick is going to be important because if that hits the ground, some crazy things can happen.
Yeah, you can go from a 40-yard punt in the air to a 70-yard punt if it hits the ground. On those turf fields, those balls take off bouncing and they just go and go and go. So our punt return game and our kickoff return game are key parts in getting field position along, with I feel like Carter Kroll is doing an outstanding job of kicking for us this year. I think he's 20 for 22 on the year for extra points. And so, field goal wise, just all those things play an effect, and you got to take those things into consideration when you're in a tight ball game.
Well, we're making our way through the season, just a few weeks left. Obviously we've got the guys that have been dinged up and banged around throughout the season. How are we looking going into this game injury-wise?
We lost Austin Metzger for the year with a fracture in his hand, and last night, or actually this morning, we found out we lost Parker Netton for tonight's game. So we're down two of our skilled position type kids. So we'll get kids to fill in and play. And Parker playing linebacker. We're gonna have Jarrett Meyer come in and play middle. We'll move Matt Matuska to the outside. So again, those guys are this type of offense that we're facing isn't going to be hopefully we step in and play those positions pretty well. We just got to be downhill, fit our gap responsibilities, and take care of the run.
What are some of the keys to going on the road here tonight and picking up a win?
I think it's the same key we had last week. We got to limit the turnovers, which we didn't have any turnovers last week, and we got to create some big plays, which we did. We really have to bend but don't break on defense type of thing. We can bend a little bit here and there in defense, but we can't give up the big plays on defense tonight. And offensively, we just got to do the little things that we've been doing and keep doing them the way we do. They're running a 3-5 defense, so we haven't seen that for a while. But our guys, we practice well with it all week, and we had a good week of practice seeing it, and so feel good about it. We just got to do the little things right and make plays.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time each and every week, and we wish you the best of luck tonight.
All right, thanks for having me, Joel.
That is the head coach of the Central Lyon George Little Rock Lions, Curtis Eben. We'll be back with more of the pregame show when we return.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face, a long lost friend with a helpful hand, picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank in your own backyard, with people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC. Back at Corver Field on the campus of Northwestern College in Orange City, Central Lyon George Little Rock on the road tonight to take on the Dutch of MOC-Floyd Valley in District 1 play. Along with Joel Viss, I'm Jay Kelly. Welcome to Lyon football here on the Lyon Broadcast Network, a service of Frontier Bank, Avera Health, DeNoble Austin and Company, the Pizza Ranch, Pepsi Bahula Bottling Company, Sanford Health, and Premier Bank bring you our live coverage of Lyon football right here on the Lyon Broadcast Network. Joel, we're looking forward to a good one here tonight. As we mentioned in the pregame, Central Lyon George Little Rock at 3-2 in district play. MOC-Floyd Valley at 2-3 in district play. A winning record in district play on the line for the Lions here tonight.
Yeah, Lions still got stuff to play for tonight. They're going to have a tough game, obviously, with MOC-Floyd Valley. Two teams that probably talent-wise are very equal to each other and both do a lot of the same type of things out there. So it could be really interesting. And whatever team comes out here and basically wants it more from start to finish is probably going to be the one that comes away with the win.
Yeah, it should be a good one. We're looking forward to bringing it to you tonight right here on the Lyon Broadcast Network. The Lions decked out in their road whites, white jerseys and white pants. MOC-Floyd Valley with a solid purple look, purple jerseys and purple pants. Here at Corver Field on the campus of Northwestern College in Orange City, both teams lined up on their respective sidelines, set for tonight's national anthem and opening ceremonies. We'll break away. We'll be back with the coin toss, the starting lineups, and the opening kick when we return to Corver Field on the campus of Northwestern College in Orange City. You're listening to Lyon Football on the Lyon Broadcast Network.
Central Lyon Community School District, setting the standard for success. Here at Central Lyon, we have a tradition of excellence and take pride in our quality education. Central Lyon has undergone many changes over the years, but our mission has remained the same: to provide an education and the opportunity for all students to become productive, lifelong learners. Our rich history combines with our state-of-the-art facilities to give students the best of both worlds. Our students have access to the newest technology, dedicated teachers, and a community that supports our efforts. Central Lyon Community School District, setting the standard for success.
Autumn, a time for new school activities, fall festivals, raking leaves, winterizing your home, and for farmers, harvest, putting in long hours, working hard from sunup to sundown. Minimize some of your stress by working with DeNoble Austin and Company PC, certified public accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne to maximize your precious available time. Call DeNoble Austin and Company PC today for help with all your accounting and tax needs. We are a stable, reliable company with the security of experience and the energy of youth.
Back at Corver Field on the campus of Northwestern College in Orange City, along with Joel Viss, I'm Jay Kelly. Central Lyon George Little Rock football. The Lions on the road to take on the Dutch of MOC-Floyd Valley in District 1 play here tonight. Lions coming in with a record of 3-4 on the season, 3-2 in district play. MOC-Floyd Valley at 2-3 on the season, 2-5 overall on the season. I should say that 2-3 record for MOC-Floyd Valley is in district play. And believe it or not, folks, there is actually a football game happening in front of us here tonight at Corver Field in Orange City. We're in an enclosed press box, so no crowd noise, no background noise whatsoever. It'll sound like Joel and I talking to ourselves in a room, which, Joel, essentially is what it is.
Well, and you can't deny this. What a beautiful facility here at Northwestern College. You know, the field is nice. You're on field turf down there, which will be very interesting throughout the game here to see how the teams get going on this and if they can use their speed on the turf. And in the same aspect for us, you know, you can't ask for much more out here, Jay. We've got a climate control booth up here. You know, if it's a little chilly outside, but we're plenty warm up here in the booth, and you got to appreciate everything we stand in.
Well, the wind coming from the left to the right, that would be the north to the south here at Corver Field. Lions will be moving from the right to the left in your mind's eye, or south to north if you're familiar with Corver Field to open up the action here tonight. And as we mentioned, the Lions breaking out the all-white look here tonight. White jerseys and the white pants with the gold helmets and the purple face mask. A sharp look for the Lions, if I do say so myself.
Well, and I would say that the moms are happy they didn't bust this out last week.
Yeah.
When we were at home against Cherokee with all the mud and everything going on there. I'm pretty sure they're glad that they're out here on turf, and that those white jerseys won't get too terribly dirty here tonight.
Yeah, field turf always friendly for the all-white uniforms. MOC-Floyd Valley, a solid purple look as the Dutch often do. Purple jerseys with the purple pants, purple helmets, and the white face masks. MOC-Floyd Valley won the coin toss. They elected to defer, so the Lions will get the ball to start things off here tonight, moving from the right to the left in your mind's eye. A light wind coming out of the north at the back of MOC-Floyd Valley. Kicker Christian Macedo, rather, is the kicker for MOC-Floyd Valley. He's got the ball teed up on the 40-yard line. Nick White and Colton Van Beek deep to return for Central Lyon. George Little Rock, both White and Van Beek camped out on their own 5-yard line. Macedo waits for the signal from the official, gets that signal, gives the ball the boot, and we are underway. A high end-over-end kick fielded by Van Beek at the 5, out to the 15, and walloped at the 17-yard line by the first man through for MOC-Floyd Valley. Van Beek, give him credit, he kept the feet going, but couldn't fight off the onslaught that followed. The 15-yard line's where he goes down. That's where the Lions will take over, 1st and 10.
You know, and that was just a breakdown in coverage there. Graham Mayrose for MOC-Floyd Valley comes flying through the coverage there. He came untouched as the gunner and just broke down and made a great hit right on Van Beek. He had nowhere to go, and nobody ever stepped up to try and block that purple attack.
First offensive possession of the night for the Lions and for the game. Lions will line up in the shotgun formation. Quarterback Lucas Nagel with Colton Van Beek standing to his right. Trip receivers right, a single to the left as Van Beek will take the hand from Nagel on first down, make his way out to the right side for a 4-yard pickup out to the 19-yard line.
Over the last couple of weeks, Colton Van Beek has done a better job. He's really starting to figure out how to be a running back out of this offense. At the beginning part of the year, did a lot of dancing, did a lot of guessing. Now he's become a really good downhill runner, and the burst of speed that he has really gone to his advantage.
2nd down and 6 for the Lions from their own 19. Nick White in motion left to right. He'll take the hand from Nagel, cut it right upfield, and White's across the 25 out to the 27-yard line, make it the 28 for a Lion first down.
Wow, did a nice job there of just making that cut. Saw that they sealed off the corner there. He cuts it right up the field behind his blockers and then just kind of squirms his way through the pile and picks up a nice 8 to 9 yards.
Ball will be spotted on the 27 of Central Lyon. George Little Rock just getting underway here tonight. 50 seconds into the action. Opening offensive possession for the Lions. They've already got one first down to their credit. 1st and 10 from their own 27. Nagel in the shotgun takes a snap. Hands right up the middle. Here's Van Beek again. Room to run again as Van Beek carries up to the 34-yard line, and it's a 7-yard pickup on first down.
You know, this is good for the Lions to get themselves going here. And they're not trying to bust to the sidelines and trying to beat MOC-Floyd Valley to the corner. They're playing some power football, right, with the Dutch. And it's good for the Lions to get out here and move the football the way they are and get out to a fast start.
2nd down and 3. Central Lyon, George Little Rock on their own 34. Nagel in the shotgun, takes a snap, drops back to pass. Quick pass, right side over the head of Hymanson, the intended receiver, and incomplete. A 3rd and 3 coming up for the Lions.
Yeah, and right there, Lucas just basically bobbled the snap as it got to him, had to really adjust it in his hands, try and re-grab it. Then he actually double clutched on there trying to see if he could get the MOC-Floyd Valley defense to bite on it. They don't bite. He tries to throw it out there and just overshoots Hymanson.
Clock stops with 10:27 left in the opening quarter. 3rd and 3 for the Lions from their own 34. Nagel in the shotgun, calls it out, takes a snap, hand up the middle. No, it's a fake handoff, and Nagel rolls out to the right side and just fires a pass in nobody's direction as he was under pressure. The Lions with a 4th down.
You know, those are some of those run-pass options there. We have the option to hand off up the middle there, or Lucas can keep it. And if Lucas sees the pressure like he does there, he tries to get that quick pass out to Carter in the flat, but he can't find anybody. Just too much pressure right off the bat.
4th down and 3. Lions in the pooch punt formation from their own 34 as Nagel takes a snap, rolls out to his right side, and it's a fake. The pass to Carter Krull, caught at the 40, and Krull is out of bounds at the 46 for a Lion first down. The Lions catch the Dutch napping.
You know, and that's one of those things that CLGLR can do out of that formation. Lucas can punt out of that. He could have run for that one. He only needed 3 yards. I think they had a nice wall there
where he could have taken off, but he looks down the field, sees Carter in the flat wide open, gets him the ball in a hurry. Carter gets upfield for a good 12-yard gain.
First down and 10 for the Lions from their own 46. Nagel in the shotgun, takes a snap, dropping straight back to pass, lets one go deep down the right sideline for Hymanson. A jump ball, and it's intercepted at the 20-yard line by MOC-Floyd Valley. Hymanson came in late to tie up the Dutch defender, and we'll see what the officials call. They are going to call an interception for MOC-Floyd Valley. So the turnover for the Lions stalls out the opening drive back at the MOC 20-yard line, and that's where the Dutch will start first and 10.
Ball was a little bit underthrown there, going for Hymanson deep down the field there. Great position by the MOC-Floyd Valley defender. He was running step for step with Hymanson, got the head around turn, saw it was going to be a short pass, and jumped up there and just won the jump ball on it, comes down with it, and essentially after that fake punt, that ends up being like a punt as they have it on the 20.
Carter Heemstra will line up under center. I-back formation behind him on first and 10 for the Dutchess. Heemstra calls it out, the hand right up the middle to Connor Huss, and Huss will carry all the way up to the 40-yard line, a pickup of 20 on first down for MOC-Floyd Valley.
Man, a bowling ball style runner there. He got downfield there, good blocking up front for him, and then he does the rest after he gets through there. Some arm tackles up high around the shoulder pads by those linebackers, allowing him to get through and get big yardage on first down.
First down and 10, MOC-Floyd Valley from their own 40 as Heemstra will line up under center. The hand goes right side, and this handoff goes to Gage Fisher, who will be piled up upon at about the 45-46, but still a 6-yard pickup on first down.
You know, and Gage Fisher, you know, a little bit different style running back out there. Still a 200-pounder. He's a big guy there, but he's a little bit more shifty. And that time he gets to the corner and just makes the first guy miss, then puts the head down and carries the rest for a 6-yard pickup.
Second down and 4, MOC-Floyd Valley with the possession on their own 46. Heemstra will line up under center, I-back formation behind him with a wing back to the left as Heemstra takes a snap, pitch out left side, and the pitch is for a first down into Lion territory to the 47-yard line, the ball carrier Graham Mayrose.
Graham Mayrose, we've seen him on the defensive side of the ball. He plays the linebacker spot. He's the one who made the tackle on that initial kickoff. Now they put him back at that running back spot. Does a lot of things for him, and he just explodes through the line of scrimmage. Right now, Lions are losing the battle up front, and the defense is going to have to step up.
First down and 10, MOC-Floyd Valley on the Central Lyon George Little Rock 47-yard line. Heemstra under center, bobbles the snap, picks it up under pressure, and he'll walk right into a sack back at the 43-yard line. The Lions take him down, and coming through for the Lion defense was Stave, I believe.
Yeah, Carson Stave coming off that weak defensive side spot. Ball hit the ground right away. Quarterback Heemstra tried to pick it up, but he was bobbling it, struggling with it. By the time he does get his hands on it, that allows the defensive line to just collapse on him and get him for a sack. Big break there for that Lion defense.
All the way back at the MOC 43-yard line, so now a second down and 20 for the Dutch from their own 43. Heemstra under center, barks it out, the hand right up the middle to the big bowling ball, Connor Hoos, and Hoos carries to the 44. Pickup of a couple, so a third down and very long for MOC-Floyd Valley coming up.
You know, and here you've got MOC behind the chains here, and they tried to get a big run out of that little bowling ball running back, try and sneak one in there, maybe get the yardage back that you lost on first down. But now they're in an obvious passing situation here, and the Lions definitely got to be ready because there's about 3 capable receivers for the Dutch.
Third down and 17, MOC-Floyd Valley from their own 45. Heemstra takes a snap, dropping back to pass, lets it go deep down the right sideline, has a man, but just led him a little too long. Parker Weirda, the intended receiver, and the ball just out in front of him, so incomplete. A fourth down coming up for MOC-Floyd Valley with 7:39 left to play in the opening quarter.
Yeah, Heemstra can't connect on that one, and he just shoots it way out down the field, and thank goodness because he had 1 to 2 steps on Carter Crawl, and Carter was beat on the play, so good thing the connection wasn't there. Now Heemstra comes in as the punter, and we'll see if they try the same things that we do.
Fourth down and long for MOC. Heemstra takes a snap and gets off a punt. A high spiraling punt will take a hop at the 17-yard line, roll inside the 10, inside the 5, all the way down to the Lion 1-yard line where MOC-Floyd Valley will down it. So a couple of offensive possessions for each team. Scoreless so far with 7:29 left in the opening quarter. And the Lions take over 1st and 10 in the shadow of their own goalposts on their own 1.
Well, and that's a great punt there by Heemstra to kick it away from our return guy, make it hit the ground, and gets the roll as that landed at about the 15, and it rolled all the way down to the 1. We talked about that with Coach Eben in the pregame show. And how we've got to get under those balls. We've got to make sure we catch them because that thing can make a good punt turn into a great punt, just like it did there.
1st and 10 for the Lions from their own 1-yard line. Nagel in the shotgun, calls it out, takes a snap, fakes the hand of the motion man, keeps it himself right up the middle. Lucas Nagel has 5 yards up to the 6-yard line, and that will give the Lions a little bit of room to operate.
Well, and I like that play right there where you're faking to the motion man, but that was going to Lucas all the way there. When you're back there on the 1-yard line, you can't get fancy running sideline to sideline and try and give up the safety on that one. You just got to put your big guy, your big runner, let him go downhill and get some positive yards.
2nd down and 5. Central Lyon George Little Rock on their own 6-yard line. Nagel in the shotgun, White in motion left to right as Nagel takes a snap, hands to the motion man. White around right end to the 10-yard line, and he'll be about a yard shy of the 1st down.
Nice job there by Nick to get to the outside. That's something he did last week against Cherokee. He was able to get to the corner and run to the sidelines and really extend the play and use his speed to his advantage before he has to make the cut. There he gets to the outside again, able to get 5 yards before anyone can run him down.
3rd down and 1 for the Lions. Ball spotted on their own 10. Nagel in the shotgun, takes a snap, hands up the middle. Van Beek has the 1st down, a little more, as he'll carry out to the 15-yard line, and a fresh set of downs coming up for the Lions.
Now there was that shiftiness by Colton right there. We've seen a couple of good runs for him where he just hits the hole hard and goes. That time there was some penetration by the D-line. He sidesteps the first guy, finds the opening, and then gets downhill for 5 yards and picks up that 1st down.
6:14 left in the opening quarter. Clock is on the move. We're scoreless so far. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Ball spotted on their own 15. Nagel takes a snap, hands to the motion man around left end. It's Carter Krull, and he's going to be smacked back at the 14-yard line. Well, they'll give him the line of scrimmage, the 15, so no gain on the play.
You know, and that's a tough break there for Carter because we're 1 block away from making that a big play. On that one, Van Beek, he's out there. He's the first guy. He's got to make that block on that outside linebacker, and he just whiffs on him and misses him, and that just explodes the entire play.
2nd down and 10 for the Lions from their own 15. Nagel in the shotgun, barks it out, long snap count, takes a snap, drops back to pass, quick pass over the middle, caught at the 21-yard line, and coming up with the catch is Carter Krull, pickup of 6 on the play.
You know, that was a nice pass there. It's just a little hitch route there, a pretty basic pass to get yourself into a good 3rd down situation. You don't want to try and throw it deep there and sit in 3rd down and 10, and he actually had Carter there over the middle, or he could have gone to the outside and found Hymanson because he was open as well.
3rd and 4 for the Lions from their own 21. Nagel in the shotgun, White in motion left to right. Nagel fakes the hand to White, quarterback keep right up the middle, and he's going to be brought down at the 24, just shy of the 25. It'll be close to a 1st down, but I believe just short.
Yeah, going to be just short, and Lions sitting here with the ball 4th down and probably half a yard, but deep in their own territory. As much as you'd like to think that we could get this one and pick up that half yard, you're so deep into your own territory, you just got to bring on the punter and let Buss try and flip the field position.
Ball spotted just inside the 25. Buss comes on, gets a good snap, and gets off a high spiraling punt. It will take a hop at the 30-yard line of MOC-Floyd Valley and to the 29 where the Lions will down it. Kind of took a sideways roll after hitting the turf, and the Lions will down it at the MOC 28 officially where the Dutch will start 1st and 10.
Going to be a huge punt there, and after they saw we faked on the first one, they didn't send anybody back to return that one. A 48-yard punt there for Buss. I mean, just a huge punt there. After that drive started in our own 1 to be able to flip it here. Yeah, we didn't score, but we gave them the ball back, and now we've got it back on their side of the playing field.
4:21 left in the opening quarter. 1st and 10 for MOC-Floyd Valley from their own 28. Heemstra will hand over the left side, and this hand will go to Fisher, I believe. And the carry up across the 30 to the 33-yard line for a pickup of close to 5 on 1st down.
Yeah, and right there, the Lions just kind of guessing on the snap count out there. MLC is doing a nice job with their cadence, so obviously out there. You see our D linemen, they're kind of jumping early, then they're back on their heels. And when we get back on their heels, that's when they go, and their offensive line is getting a nice push.
Second down and about 5 for MOC-Floyd Valley from their own 33. Heemstra under center, dropping back to pass. Quick pass left side, overshoots the intended receiver, Kyle Putman, and it's incomplete. Third down and about 5 coming up for MOC-Floyd Valley.
You know, and on that one, the Dutch, on their 2 passes that they've had open receivers and just haven't been able to connect with him. Heemstra just looks like he's rushing his throws a little bit. He doesn't have the pressure on him, but just trying to get that ball out so fast that he overshoots his intended targets.
3:44 left in the opening quarter. Clock is stopped. We're scoreless so far. 3rd and 5 for MOC-Floyd Valley. The hand to Fisher over the right side. He's going to pick up a couple of yards, but not nearly enough for the first down. And I believe the Lions are going to force a 3 and out here.
Yeah, Lions did a great job there of the D linemen. Saw that the double teams were coming. They made the pile, and then coming in there, you had Jarrett Meyer filling in at that middle linebacker spot, and then Matuska filling the holes, doing a good job of bringing them down short of the line to gain.
We'll see how the Dutch line up here. 4th down and about 3 for MOC-Floyd Valley, as it looks like the Dutch will line in a punting formation, and it will indeed be a punt, a low line drive end-over-end punt, hopping at the 39, inside the 30, and down to about the 28 of Central Lyon George Little Rock, where the Lions will take over 1st and 10. Couple of offensive possessions for the Lions. The opening offensive possession ends on an interception. The second offensive possession, they were able to pick up 1 first down deep in their own territory before having to punt it away. Offensive possession number 3 of the night for the Lions here in the first quarter. We're still scoreless. 3:01 left to play in the opening quarter.
You know, this is where it's going to be the telltale, Jay. Usually when you talk to the coaching staff, it takes 2 to 3 possessions to really see what the other team is doing and where you might be able to try and catch them off guard here. So we'll see how much production the Lions can get here on their next possession.
On 1st and 10, Nagel with a shovel pass to White right up the middle, and White will carry up to the 33-yard line, a pickup of 5 on 1st down.
Very close there. That was a nice shovel pass, and I know they're trying to sneak him underneath there, but the offensive line got knocked backwards there, and it was really tight quarters there. It was a good thing that White got his hands on that, able to get forward for positive yards.
2nd down and 5. Central Lyon George Little Rock on their own 33. Nagel in the shotgun, calls it out, takes a snap, dropping back to pass, pump fake left, looking deep. Now he'll settle for short again at the 34-yard line. Coming down with the catch is Nate Deach, and it will officially be a pickup of 1 for the Lions on the pass play, setting up a 3rd and about 4.
Yeah, Deach there, he was really not the intended target. He was open right away. We didn't find him. We were going to try and beat him deep. When they saw that the coverage was downfield, he had to work through his progressions, comes back, makes the pass to Deach, but they just collapse on it in a hurry and doesn't go anywhere.
3rd down and 4 for the Lions. Ball spotted on their own 34. Nagel in the shotgun, takes a snap, rolling out right side, looking to pass over the middle. He'll settle for the sideline. Carter Kroll wide open at the 43, makes the catch and rumbles down to the 35 of MOC-Floyd Valley. Big hookup from Nagel to Kroll, and the Lions move the chains into Dutch territory.
31-yard reception there for Carter Kroll. He gets down there and just slips through there. We saw that against Cherokee last week where that exact same play, he's able to get down the seam there and he finds himself open. And we had 2 shots last week against Cherokee. Here we find it works again. And a good connection there, good catch by Kroll.
1:44 left in the opening quarter, scoreless so far. 1st and 10 for the Lions from the MOC 33. The quick pass left side to Kroll is incomplete in the backfield, trying to set up a screen to the left side, and a 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, Lions just trying to go to the quick pass, and I think they're noticing that the physicality of MOC-Floyd Valley up front has not been working in our favor. We've run the ball pretty effectively, but kind of going away with it, trying to stretch them out. We're throwing some passes to the sidelines, quick passes out there, trying to get that defense to sit back a little bit and spread out, open up, and then we can come back and hit them with the run.
2nd down and 10 for the Lions. 5 wide, empty backfield as Nagel takes a snap. Quick pass left side, dropped by Van Beek in the backfield, incomplete. And a 3rd and 10 coming up for the Lions. Ball spotted at the 35 of MOC-Floyd Valley. 1:29 left in the opening quarter, and we're scoreless so far.
Boy, and that's a tough one right there. That was a quick little swing pass out there. Van Beek, he knew how much room he had. He was going to be off to the races. He had a lot of green space in front of him, but took off before he caught the ball. You got to catch the ball before you take off and run. That time he was going. He knew what kind of space he had out there, but doesn't complete the first part.
3rd down and 10 for the Lions. The ball spotted on the MOC-Floyd Valley 35. Nagel in the shotgun, takes a snap, the hand right up the middle to Van Beek. He'll break it out left side to about the 31, a pickup of 4 yards, and that will set up a 4th and 6 for Central Lyon George Little Rock.
You know, I like that option there on 3rd down and 10. You're in MOC-Floyd Valley territory. You go to the running play. Obviously, you're thinking you're going to go for it here on 4th down, so you don't have to get yourself in 4th and long. Try and get a run, 4 or 5 yards there, cut this length in half, and make it a little bit easier shot here at 4th down.
Inside of a minute left in the opening quarter, scoreless so far. 4th down and 6 for the Lions. Ball spotted on the MOC 31. Nagel in the shotgun, dropping back to pass, pump fakes, then a deep ball down the right sideline, overshoots everybody, well incomplete. Looking for Hymanson, but he was well covered, and the Lions will turn it over on downs. From the 31-yard line of MOC-Floyd Valley, that is where the Dutch will take over.
Yeah, Lions trying to take a shot on that one, trying to push it down the field, and just can't quite get it there. And what they do is they try the pump and go on that one, but MOC really all over it on the defensive side of the ball, had it double covered, safety and the D-back there, and just really had no chance of making that converted.
44 seconds left in the opening quarter. First and 10 for MOC-Floyd Valley from their own 31. Hand goes right up the middle to, I believe that was Hughes for the Dutch. Either way, a gain of 1 up to the 32-yard line, and it was Mayrose on the carry.
Yeah, Graham Mayrose there coming through there, actually tried to make a cut and ran into his offensive lineman there. Good push up front there by the Lions defensive line. And as he tried to make the cut, got hit from behind by the D tackle coming and chasing the play.
2nd down and 9, MOC-Floyd Valley on their own 32. 13 seconds left in the opening quarter, scoreless so far. As Heemstra will line up in the shotgun, takes a snap, quick pass over the middle, complete at the 35-yard line, and hit immediately by Hymanson is Kyle Putman for the gain of 3 on the pass. That will run out the clock on the first quarter of play. We played 1 quarter complete. We are scoreless after 1 quarter of play. Central Lyon, George Little Rock, and MOC-Floyd Valley here at Corver Field on the campus of Northwestern College in Orange City. You're listening to Lion Football on the Lion Broadcast Network.
Make your move to the largest orthopedic physician team in the region, Avera Orthopedics.
But I literally didn't see your text.
Pizza Ranch legends.
Like
the
I was
husband who didn't text back about supper.
probably near a text dead zone. You've heard of a text dead zone, right?
It's only a legend, but just in case, there's all kinds of husband didn't text back about supper flavor at Pizza Ranch.
I'm totally getting taco pizza!
There's all kinds of that at Pizza Ranch.
Back at Corver Field on the campus of Northwestern College in Orange City. 12 minutes up on the board for quarter number 2. Scoreless so far, MOC-Floyd Valley and Central Lyon George Little Rock. A 3rd and 5 for MOC from their own 36 as Heemstra takes a snap, pitches out right side. Mayrose, he'll have the first down, breaking through some arm tackles up to the 46-yard line, and it ends up being a 10-yard pickup for Mayrose on the carry.
And that all started up front, Jay. They got a great push there. The offensive lineman had a great seal there. They opened up a nice gap for Mayrose to get through. Very quick physical back out there. And when he got to the second level, able to run through those arm tackles, like you said, and get about 5 extra after contact.
1st and 10 for the Dutch. Ball spotted on their own 46. Heemstra will hand. Here's Mayrose over the right side. Tripped up as he crossed through the line. Right about midfield into Lyon territory, just inside the 50-yard line. Pickup of 5 on the play.
Yeah, and just an explosive play right down there, just an ISO on that one. Just they're going right up the gut on that play, trying to get him some freedom and just takes the contact, and he has so much speed and so much momentum, he's able to fall forward for a good 4 yards.
2nd down and 5, MOC-Floyd Valley just into Lyon territory on the 49.5. Heemstra with the I-back formation behind him, pitches out. Mayrose coming around left end, and he'll be brought down. Lucas Nagel with a great read from the defensive end spot. Fights off the blocker and able to bring him down for a minimal gain.
Yeah, nice job there by Lucas to see it coming there. He saw the sweep, and that just shows the speed that Lucas actually has out there. You know, some people see him out there, and they'll say that he's a little bit of an awkward runner, but when he gets going downhill, he really can pick up some and really truck some people.
3rd down and 4, MOC-Floyd Valley on the Central Lyon George Little Rock 49. 10:39 left to play in the opening half, scoreless so far. Heemstra on 3rd down in the shotgun. Twin receivers left, a single to the right as Heemstra takes a snap. The hand up the middle to Mayrose, breaks it out right side, cuts to about the 46, and that's where he'll be brought down. Actually, they're going to mark the knee down at the 47, so only a pickup of a couple.
You know, and that's a tough deal there because the Lions actually got into the backfield, had good penetration that time, but just couldn't quite bring him down there as they wrapped up on him, but couldn't drag him to the ground. And he's able to get forward there, and they get the blessing of it, of where they put the knee down there, and it's going to be 4th down and short.
4th down and about 3. We'll see what the Dutch elect to do. Heemstra well back into a punt formation, and he will punt it away. A high spiraling punt inside the 15. Take the turf hop, inside the 10, down to the 6-yard line of Central Lyon George Little Rock. So the Lions once again starting deep in their own territory. I believe this to be offensive possession number 4 for the Lions here tonight. They've made some plays, picked up some first downs. Unfortunately, unable to score any points yet, but MOC-Floyd Valley, they've been having offensive troubles of their own. A scoreless game with 9:50 left in the first half so far.
Yeah, this is a good time here, Jay. If the Lions really want to put something together, this is the time where they get that long, sustained drive where you can go down there and march and take 6 minutes off the clock and push it down the field and try and get some points on the board.
1st down and 10 for the Lions from their own 6. Nagel lines up in the shotgun, takes a snap, hands up the middle to Van Beek, breaks it out left side, hit behind the line of scrimmage as Ross Wiersma lost his man on the front line, it looked like, and a loss of about half a yard on the play.
Yeah, and that's just a tough break there, you know, and that's one of those things where one guy misses his block and it just explodes the entire play out there. Van Beek had some running room to the outside there if he could get there, but when the guy on the right side lets his guy come right up the middle, Colton ran right into him and had nowhere to go but get knocked down for a loss of 1.
2nd down and 11 for Central Lyon George Little Rock just across their own 5, deep in their own territory. Nagel in the shotgun, 5 wide, empty backfield. Quarterback keep right up the middle. He's hit at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play, and a 3rd down and 11 coming up for the Lions.
Yeah, and there it was once again, Jay. It was Lucas had some running room if he can get through the line of scrimmage, but one guy broke down. The D tackle there on the right side comes through there untouched and gets a piece of Lucas. He has to try and sidestep a defender as soon as he takes off, and by that time the hole collapses there, has to make the decisions, and doesn't pick up much yardage.
3rd down and 11 for the Lions just across their own 5-yard line. Nagel in the shotgun and up back standing to his right as Nagel takes a snap. Flag on the play, running around left end, but the play will be whistled dead. Nagel would have been dropped for no gain on the play. We'll wait and see what the penalty call is on the field as the officials we'll wait for the official signal from the referee here. It's going to be encroachment on Central Lyon George Little Rock, so somebody for the Lions had lined up off sides, and that will move them back even farther.
Wow, and that's a tough break there, as when you're on the offensive side, when you line up in the neutral zone, you know, that's a tough break there because, you know, granted it wasn't a very good play for us, but it never even got started out there as we're lined up in the neutral zone. Those are just mental breakdowns that we can't have.
3rd down and 15 for the Lions from their own 3-yard line. Nagel in the shotgun, standing in his own end zone. Man in motion right to left, that is Carter Krull. Nagel takes a snap. Quarterback keep up the middle, hit at the 1-yard line. Make it the 2 on forward progress, and the Lions be forced to punt it away deep in their own end with 8:05 left to play in the first half. Clock is on the move, and we are scoreless so far here tonight.
Man, and that's tough right there. First of all, you took over inside your own 10, and you're deep in your own territory, and then you sit there and you have some negative plays that really got you behind the chains, and now you find yourself with the punter stand on the back line.
Buss on the back line of the end zone gets the punt off under heavy pressure, and it will roll out of bounds at the 46 of Central Lyon George Little Rock. That's about as good as you could do right there, I would say.
Oh, yeah, Buss had his heels on the end zone there. They were bringing the blitz. They were going to try and get to that one. There's not much room for him to get that ball away, but he does a good job of getting it. It's a low end-over-end kick. Took a good bounce, and it goes out of bounds at the 45-yard line. But nonetheless, MOC-Floyd Valley is going to take advantage, and they'll take over inside of Lyon territory. Lyon defense, they haven't done a whole lot of – they've got the stops, but they've bent a lot out here. But they're going to have to step up and really do a good job on this one.
First down and 10 for the Dutch from the Central Lyon George Little Rock 45-yard line. Heemstra in the shotgun, twin receivers left, a single to the right. The hand goes right up the middle to Fisher, breaks it out left sideline, and Fisher going to be upended at the 36-yard line. A nice pickup on first down.
Yeah, a 9-yard pickup there on first down, and that's a tough break as he goes inside, then cuts it to the outside. And on that one, Stave tries to go and chase after him on the defensive end spot and actually runs into Lucas, and they knock each other down, and that just opened up a huge hole for him to run through.
Second down and 1, MOC-Floyd Valley with the ball on the Central Lyon George Little Rock 36-yard line. 7:35 left in the first half. Clock is stopped as the ball carrier is tackled out of bounds. We are scoreless so far here tonight in this District 1 matchup down in Orange City. On 2nd and 1, Heemstra takes a snap. The hand to Fisher up the middle, breaks it out left side, has the first down to the 33-yard line to pick up 3 total on the play.
You know, in MOC-Floyd Valley, you watch their offensive line, Jay. They're really moving as a fluent unit out there. They're all on the same page there. They're going at the same time, and they're getting a good push. The initial guys are 3 yards downfield, and then they're actually pulling 2 guys. They're pulling the center and they're pulling the guard, and they're wrapping around and open up just some huge holes for these guys to run through.
First down and 10, MOC-Floyd Valley on the Lyon 33-yard line. Heemstra in the shotgun, calls it out, takes a snap, drops back, pass over the middle, tipped and incomplete off the hands of the intended receiver, Kyle to Grotenhuis, and a second down coming up for the Dutch.
That was almost really costly on that one. They stepped back there trying to throw it over the middle. Ball gets tipped up in the air, and luckily they tipped it right over top of Carter Krall's head. Otherwise, he's got the interception, and that would have been a huge mistake for the Dutch here in Lyon territory.
Second down and 10 for MOC-Floyd Valley on the Central Lyon George Little Rock 33-yard line. I-back formation behind Heemstra as he takes a snap. The hand to Hughes, the fullback. First man through to the 28-yard line. Pickup of 5, and that will set up a third down and about 5 for the Dutch.
You know, and a good play there for MOC. They know that the running game is there. They step back there. They try to pass, try to loosen up the Lyon defense. Here they come right back and go to the run, and a good power run sets up third down and short.
Ball going to be spotted on the Lyon 27-yard line, so a 3rd and 4 for MOC. I-back formation behind Heemstra, long count. Heemstra takes a snap, hands Fisher left side, breaks it out to the sideline, room to roam for Heemstra, Fisher, as he's upended at the 15, keeps his feet and drags the Lyon defenders all the way inside the 5-yard line.
You know, and that's a tough break there. He got a good hole there off to the left side. He got out there, had good yardage. Nick White comes over, just tries to knock him down with the shoulders, and gets a good hit on him, but he doesn't wrap him up. Guy bounces off him, keeps his feet, and after that picked up another 10 yards after contact.
First and goal, MOC-Floyd Valley on the Lyon 4-yard line with 6:25 left in the first half. Heemstra under center, I-back formation, split receiver wide right. Heemstra calls it out, takes a snap, hands Fisher right side, huge hole, and Fisher will walk in for the MOC-Floyd Valley touchdown with 6:21 left in the first half. The Dutch draw first blood here tonight.
You know, and MOC-Floyd Valley, they've been playing well this entire first half. They've really moved the ball down the field. They've been very fluent, very consistent, and finally able to cash in on that one. That's something the Lions are going to have to adjust to, is they're kind of playing on their heels. They're going to have to come up and become the attackers if they want to have more success here.
Point after attempt coming up for the Dutch. Christian Macedo, as the snap is good, the hold is down, the kick is up, and the extra point is good. 6:21 left to play in the opening half, 7-0. MOC-Floyd Valley leading Central Lyon George Little Rock from Corver Field on the campus of Northwestern College in Orange City. This is Lion Football on the Lion Broadcast Network.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face. A long lost friend with a helpful hand. Picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank in your own backyard. With people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC.
Back at Corver Field on the campus of Northwestern College in Orange City, 6:21 left to play in the first half. A 7-0 lead for MOC-Floyd Valley as the Dutch march down the field and put the first points of the night up on the board. Gage Fisher with a 4-yard touchdown carry. The extra point after from Macedo, and a 7-0 lead for the Dutch of MOC-Floyd Valley. As the Lions will look to answer back. Christian Macedo, the kicker, with the ball teed up on the 40-yard line for the Dutch. Van Beek and White back deep to return for the Lions, moving from the left to the right in your mind's eye. Deep kick, Van Beek will let it roll into the end zone for the touchback, and the Lions will take over first down and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
Well, and taking over at the 20-yard line here for the Lions is actually a blessing on that one, Jay. The last couple possessions have started inside our own 10-yard line. We've been playing with our backs against the wall on the offensive side of the ball. Now maybe if we move it out to the 20, we can open up the playbook a little bit, try a few more different things, and maybe have some advantages and maybe have some success on the offensive side of the ball.
First and 10 for the Lions from their own 20. Nagel in the shotgun, twin receivers to each side as Nagel takes the snap. The hand goes right side, and nothing happening there for the Lions. I believe the ball carrier was Van Beek. However, I'm unsure. No gain on the play, and a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Colton just had absolutely nowhere to go. As soon as he got the ball, there were purple jerseys all around him, and just puts the head down and tries to fight back. Does get back to the line of scrimmage, but going for no gain. The Lions, they're going to have to start waking up a little bit. This is not the same fire we saw last week. This is a team that's playing back on their heels and playing a little bit soft right now.
2nd down and 10. Nagel will drop back to pass from the shotgun formation. Deep one down the left sideline for White. It is incomplete, and a 3rd and 10 coming up for the Lions with 5:40 left to play in the first half, trailing 7-0.
Yeah, and right there, Lucas just a little bit unsure about himself here. The confidence isn't out there right now. He double clutches once again, has to think about where he's going to throw that ball, then just heaves it deep down the field. Nick White has to turn into a defender there as the good defensive position by the defensive back had good inside position there, had the play on the ball, and Nick just gets up and knocks it away.
3rd down and 10, Central Lyon, George Little Rock from their own 20. Nagel in the shotgun, takes a snap, rolls out left side, lets it go down the left sideline, but severely underthrown for White. White had a step, but that ball was a duck. A flag coming in late now. We'll see if this is an interference. White is saying he was being held.
You're going to get that one because it was thrown as almost a wheel route there. Nick White's trying to get to the inside of the ball. I mean, Lucas threw it inside there, and the defender stepped in front of him and impeded his route and wouldn't let him run his route. So I think you are going to get pass interference here on this play, and the Lions are going to get a first down out of it.
Well, the officials will make the call over the PA, and it will be a pass interference call against MOC-Floyd Valley. With 5:34 left to play in the first half, Lions trail it 7-0, but they are gifted a first down via the MOC penalty and a 1st and 10 from their own 35.
Well, you're going to get a fresh set of downs here, but you got to do something with it so far here, Jay, and a lot of smoke and mirrors out of the Lions so far. Offensively, we're not getting the push up front. We don't have the room for the running backs, and on the wide receivers, we're just all over in coverage there, and just we haven't shown the consistency to move the ball down the field yet.
Nagel in the shotgun on 1st and 10, takes a snap, the hand right up the middle to Van Beek. Sidesteps a couple of tackles across the 45 out to about the 50-yard line. Van Beek with a nice carry to the midfield stripe for 15 yards.
Yeah, that's a good run there for Colton. Has to do some sidestepping there in the backfield and find his openings there as the D lineman for MOC tried to make the pile, and he just kind of jumps around and finds the opening, gets right up the middle of the field, and does a good job of getting 15 yards and a first down.
Van Beek comes up limp. It looks like he's favoring his shoulder after being hit on the turf. So a first down and 10 for the Lions. Ball spotted on the midfield stripe with 5:12 left in the first half, trailing 7-0. Nagel in the shotgun takes the snap, dropping back to pass, looking over the middle for Krull, who cannot hang on. He is hit immediately on the catch attempt. Would have only went for 2 yards had it been complete, but it will fall incomplete, and a 2nd and 10 coming up for the Lions.
You know, and just a soft pass there by Lucas. We talked about it earlier. The confidence just isn't there. Right on that play, he's backpedaling the entire time that he's trying to throw that ball. He never gets his feet set. He's just trying to run away from the pressure and tries to throw it, and instead it's a low pass, and it's not a very good crisp pass, and it right over the middle of the field, and then the defense lays a good hit on Carter.
2nd and 10 for the Lions from the 50. The hand goes up the middle to Nick White. Breaks it out left side. White with some nifty footwork. Just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down to the 41, but a 9-yard gain sets up the Lions with 3rd and short.
Yeah, having Nick go in there at that tailback spot, it limits us and takes away one of our A-backs or our AB backs there. You have Trey Murray stepping in there. He moved into that AB back where he'll be the motion man, and your featured back will now be Nick White out of the backfield.
3rd down and a 1 for the Lions on the MOC-Floyd Valley 41-yard line. Nagel in the shotgun, calls it out on 3rd and 1. Murray in motion left to right. Murray takes the hand from Nagel, and he'll be buried back at the 43-yard line. He was actually hit at the 45, 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage, but managed to pick up a couple of yards forward progress, so only a loss of 2 on the play.
Well, the Lion offensive line just got beat up front there. Again, Murray had no chance on that one. As soon as he got the ball, you know, he had defenders right there in his face and knocking him down. Like I said, he got hit 4 yards deep, able to fight for only a loss of 2 or 3 on that one. But in the same aspect, instead of getting that first down, here we sit at 4th down and 3. Lions are obviously going to go for it with some confusion on the offensive side of the ball.
Well, the ball spotted on the MOC-Floyd Valley 43. Lions forced to burn a timeout with 3:45 left in the first half. A 7-0 lead for MOC-Floyd Valley. Joel, most of what we've seen all season here between the tackles, the run game straight ahead's been working for the Lions. Anytime you get outside the ends, it kind of falls apart real quick.
Yeah, and you know that it's simple, just little things there that the Lions need to adjust to, and things they need to change there. You know, and you hate to question play calling out there, but you're sitting at 3rd down and 1. You got a 205-pound quarterback who we know runs the ball well between the tackles, and we choose not to go with him on that one. Whether MOC was trying to jump it and trying to play the middle and knew it was coming, I think you still got to go with Lucas and see if he can fight for those yards. He's a big enough, good enough back that he can really get for that. Now you sit there 4th down and 3. Then you got the confusion out there. You got guys not knowing what position they need to be, what side of the ball they need to be on, and put you in a bad situation. You got to burn a timeout on 4th down, and yeah, it helps you get set, but it also allows MOC to get set as well.
4th down and 3. Central Lyon George Little Rock with the ball on the MOC-Floyd Valley 43-yard line. 3:45 left in the first half. Lions trail it 7-0. 4th down play coming up here. Twin receivers to the right, a single to the left. Nagel in the shotgun. Calls it out. Man in motion right to left is Carter Krull. The fake hand to Krull. Nagel keeps it himself right up the middle. Has the first down to the 39-yard line on a 4-yard pickup. And the Lions will move the chains once again.
You know, and that's a great job there. They brought in an extra blocker, and their Stave comes in, and he actually sits right behind the offensive lineman there. He's going to sit there as an extra lead blocker for Lucas to go right up the middle. He finds the guy, and Lucas, big guy, gets 4 yards on that one, and that's a good, tough run for him.
1st down and 10 from the MOC 39. Nagel takes the snap, fakes the hand up the middle. Pass, left side, Carter Krull, room to roam. The block from Brady Wright. Krull is keeping his feet, breaking through some poor tackles from the Dutch up to the 23-yard line, and impressive yards after the catch for Carter Krull on the play. The Lions move the chains once again.
Yeah, 16-yard pickup there, and that's that run-pass option. We tried it a little bit earlier, and it's a read thing where you fake the handoff up the middle. Lucas is going to break to the outside. If he sees the D-end coming after him, he just makes that quick pass out to Carter there and beats him on that one. Otherwise, if it's open, he takes off and runs. Carter does a good job making the catch, gets downfield, gets a block from Brady Wright, and fights off a few extra tackles for positive yards.
First down and 10 for the Lions on the MOC-Floyd Valley 23. Nagel takes a snap, fakes the hand of the motion man, keeps it himself right up the middle, puts the shoulders down, and carries to the 15-yard line for a pickup of 8 on the play.
Yeah, and that's just a good, tough runner there. Lucas is the guy we really got to rely on here. And we talk about long, sustained drives and what they can do for you, Jay. Well, not just the offensive lineman can wear down a defense out there. You got a big bruising running back, someone that's 200-plus pounds like Lucas is. If he keeps hitting the hole there and keeps busting tackles, he can wear down a defense as well.
Second down and 2 from the MOC 15. Nagel keeps it himself once again, breaks this one out left side, dives for the end zone. He's inside the pylon for the Lion touchdown. Lucas Nagel from 15 yards out, and with 2:12 left to play in the second quarter, the Lions an extra point away from tying it up.
Yeah, and that's great effort there by Lucas to come down the field, break to the outside there, sees the opening as he gets the corner. He just explodes, shows his speed, and gets in for the end zone. Good, tough run in there, and that kid just keeps developing each and every week there. Lucas is really developing into a nice player.
Point after attempt coming up. Carter Kroll will do the kicking. Brady Wright will provide the hold. Trey Murray will do the long snapping for the Lions as the swinging gate comes in from the left side. Wright calls for the snap, a good snap. The hold is down, the kick is up, the extra point, it is no good. Wide to the left. 2:12 left to play in the first half, 7-6. MOC-Floyd Valley leading Central Lyon George Little Rock from Corver Field on the campus of Northwestern College in Orange City. This is Lion football on the Lion Broadcast Network. Back at Corver Field on the campus of Northwestern College in Orange City, 2:12 left to play in the first half, and a 7-6 lead for MOC-Floyd Valley over Central Lyon George Little Rock. Lions just getting on the board. A 15-yard touchdown run from Lucas Nagel. Point after from Carter Kroll was wide left, no good, and the Lions still trail by 1, 7-6. But a nice drive put together by the Lions at the end of the or near the end of the second quarter here.
Yeah, and that drive started back on their own 20-yard line, so an 80-yard drive, you know, and they got some help, a pass interference, kept it alive, and then some good plays, a fourth down conversion, and just Lucas Nagel making some plays for us. And that's what you need in games like this. When you're in good, tight games, your playmakers got to step up.
Ensuing kickoff from Romel Lopez, a high end-over-end kick will be fielded at the 10-yard line. And out to the 20, 25 to the 30 through the Lion coverage team, and busting through poor tackles all the way up to the 50-yard line on the return is Graham Mayrose. Terrible tackling.
Wow, that wasn't good at all. I mean, all the way from he was hit at the 22-yard line, and he makes it all the way to the 50. So 28 yards after contact, he gets down the field there, and that's all the Lions not breaking down. They're getting out of their gaps, getting out of their lanes, and they're tackling up around the shoulder pads. They're not getting low. These guys are big kids down here at MOC-Floyd Valley. A lot of 200-pound guys with some speed and some force behind those legs. You got to get down and bring them to the ground.
First down and 10, MOC-Floyd Valley on the midfield stripe. 2:01 left to play in the first half. Lions trail it by 1. Hand goes left side to Fisher, who will fall forward up to the 46-yard line for a pickup of 4 on first down.
You know, he's a big, tough back out there, and we talked about the way Lucas can really wear down a team. Gage Fisher, you know, he's just a tough kid. He's 210 pounds, but he runs like he's about 180. I mean, he's got he's really fast, and he's got some force behind him.
Second down and 6 for MOC-Floyd Valley. Ball spotted on the 45 of CLGLR. The hand, or the pitch rather, will go to Mayrose over the left end to the 40-yard line, and he should have enough for a first down.
Yeah, and that's a good job there by Mayrose. As he goes on that sweep play over the left side, he waits for the opening to get there. As soon as he sees the gap, he picks up a burst of speed there and gets the first down.
First down and 10, MOC-Floyd Valley. Ball spotted on the Lion 40-yard line. As Heemstra will line up in the shotgun. Quick pass over the middle. Tip drill. I believe the Lions nearly got an interception as almost coming up with it on the tip for the Lions from the middle of the field was Jared Meyer. However, it falls incomplete. But nonetheless, an incomplete pass. Clock will stop with 1:11 left in the first half, and the Lions trailing 7-6.
Yeah, Jared Meyer in there at that middle linebacker spot, filling in as Parker Netton not in the game here tonight as he sits out, but just couldn't quite come up with it after the tip.
Second down and 10 for MOC from the Lion 40-yard line. The hand to Fisher right up the middle. Nothing doing there. Big Wiersma will have the tackle at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, good job there by Ross. He sees Fisher coming through the hole there. Fisher tries to jump through it, and Ross does a good job just grabbing those big old legs and falls down on top of him and forces MOC to call a timeout.
They will give him a yard of forward progress, so MOC will have a 3rd and 9 coming up with the ball spotted on the Central Lyon George Little Rock 39. MOC timeout comes with 1:06 left to play in the first half. A 7-6 ball game, pretty much as expected here tonight. Joel, we saw two equal teams, whether it be on paper or on video. This is going to be a knockdown dragout here tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a dogfight here, and right now so far, you got to give the edge to MOC-Floyd Valley. Granted, I know they're up by 1, but if you look at the consistency of the players and the confidence being played right now, definitely MOC-Floyd Valley is playing strong there, and they're winning the battles that they need to win up front. The Lions are still they're scrappy, they're fighting hard, and they're hanging in there. I mean, they're right in this ball game, so they're not giving up on it. But they just don't have that extra step and that extra energy that you're seeing from MOC-Floyd Valley, and that's something that hopefully you can get a stop here and not allow them to score some points, and then maybe get to the half and try and adjust.
On 3rd and 9, Heemstra in the shotgun, dropping back to pass, lets it go deep down the left sideline, overshoots the intended receiver Kyle Putman, who did have a step, but the pass will fall incomplete. So now a 4th and 9 coming up for MOC-Floyd Valley on the Central Lyon George Little Rock 39-yard line with 1:01 left to play in the first half.
You know, and if you're the Lions here, you just want to get off the field here. You want to get these guys out of Lion territory. Don't even give them a shot at a first down or even another chance at trying to get to the end zone. Get the turnover on downs and try and get the ball back.
Heemstra lined up deep. He will punt it away. Whoa, the Lions nearly had a block there, but Heemstra got it off in a great punt. It's going to turn out to be down at the 3-yard line of Central Lyon George Little Rock. Lucas Nagel coming through nearly got in front of that punt.
Yeah, really close. And that's one thing that we're seeing. You know, you send him on that because Heemstra, obviously he's punted on this field before. He's getting that roll because, once again, we're inside the 5. Another fantastic punt by him. But he's not trying to boot it in the air. He's kicking it low end over end, and he's using the roll and not letting us go up there and pick up the ball. And now we send Lucas there. If he's going to kick it low like that, that makes it a lot easier to block, and the Lions are going to keep sending people and try and get to it. I expect the Lions here with just under a minute to play to maybe just run the ball forward and take the yardage and just go to the half.
Lions on their own 4-yard line. Nagel in the shotgun with man in motion left to right. Nagel on the quarterback keep right up the middle, carries out to about the 9-yard line, and a pickup of 5 on first down. 46 seconds left in the first half. Lions will keep the clock moving.
Yeah, Lions will just trying to get out of the shadows of their own end zone. They're going to just keep pushing Lucas on that. You know, if he breaks free and gets out to midfield, maybe you take a shot then, but doesn't do much. The good thing to see out there, though, is Colton Van Beek is back on the field and running plays again.
Second down and 5. Central Lyon George Little Rock from their own 9. Nagel in the shotgun, calls it out on 2nd and 5, takes a snap, the hand of Van Beek right up the middle, hit at the line of scrimmage and dropped immediately with 15 seconds left, and I believe that will do it for the first half. Lions look content to just run out the clock.
Yeah, Lions just going to run out here and be trailing 7-6 out there. The way that first half was played, though, Jay, only trailing by 1 here at the half, that's got to be a good blessing there for the Lions because they did not play their best football. They need to get to the half and try and regroup.
Well, we have hit the half, and it's a 7-6 advantage for MOC-Floyd Valley over Central Lyon George Little Rock here tonight at Corver Field on the campus of Northwestern College in Orange City. Coming up on the halftime report tonight, we'll get together with another Lions senior, Parker Metzger, going to be joining us for the senior spotlight in the Lions Den coming up at the half here tonight. Once again, your score at the half, MOC-Floyd Valley leading Central Lyon George Little Rock 7-6. to 6. Stay tuned. We'll have the halftime report when we return from Corver Field on the campus of Northwestern College in Orange City. This is Lyon football on the Lyon Broadcast Network.
Central Lyon, setting the standard for success.
Here at Central Lyon, we offer equal opportunities in a fun learning environment.
Students K through 12 participate in a wide variety of activities in and out of the classroom.
Teachers here at Central Lyon go the extra mile to help students achieve their academic goals.
Central Lyon, setting the standard for success.
Autumn, a time for new school activities, fall festivals, raking leaves, winterizing your home, and for farmers, harvest, putting in long hours, working hard from sunup to sundown. Minimize some of your stress by working with DeNoble Austin & Company PC, certified public accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne to maximize your precious available time. Call DeNoble Austin & Company PC today for help with all your accounting and tax needs. We are a stable, reliable company with the security of experience and the energy of youth.
Make your move to the largest orthopedic physician team in the region, Avera Orthopedics.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face. A long lost friend with a helpful hand. Picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank in your own backyard. With people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC.
Back at Corver Field on the campus of Northwestern College in Orange City at the half here tonight, a 7-6 advantage for the Dutch of the MOC-Floyd Valley over Central Lyon. George Little Rock, a couple of evenly matched teams heading into this District 1 battle here tonight, and pretty much what we expected. Both teams, the battle is going to be won up front here tonight, and Joel Viss, certainly that was the case in the first half of the game where these lines, if anybody was going to move the ball, it was going to be the lines up front that got the work done.
Yeah, and right now that's the way it is. It's a good physical football game out there, and that's something that we haven't seen a whole lot of over the last couple of years, Jay. You see a lot of that spread. You see a lot of the flashes and all that stuff, and guys trying to utilize speed. You don't see a whole lot of power football being played. But right now, the Lions and the Dutch are really going at each other and just really trying to utilize the run. I mean, obviously, you look at MOC-Floyd Valley, they're doing a nice job up front. They got just over 100 yards rushing the ball so far in the first half, but they don't have any passing yards. They are just one of 6 for 4 yards passing the ball out there. So the large part of their offense has been the running game, but it has been effective for them. They've got some good, powerful running backs that do a good job, and their offensive line is really doing a good job of getting some pushes. For the Lions, they've got some very similar stats. They're right at 93, 95 yards unofficially at the half for the Lions running the ball out there, and they're doing a good job. Colton Van Beek's got some good yards. Lucas Nagel's had it. Nick White done well when he's had the ball out there. Where the Lions have been able to keep the chains alive and keep themselves moving a little bit more is in the passing game. They've been throwing the ball a lot more. Right now, Lucas is 6 of 13 throwing the ball. He's got 71 yards. Carter Krull, definitely the main target so far here tonight, and he's done a fantastic job catching the ball. But, so the Lions definitely think that maybe the passing game is going to keep them in the game, but essentially, as the second half goes on, Jay, the way both these teams are playing after the first half, it's going to have to be won in the trenches there on the ground.
Well, the senior members of the marching band and flag corps being introduced for the fans here tonight, and I tell you what, this might take up the entire 20 minutes allotted for halftime. A very big band and flag corps that they have down here at Orange City for MOC-Floyd Valley, but when they play, boy, do they put on a show, and we're looking forward to that as our halftime entertainment here at Corver Field tonight. A couple of scores in that first half, and the only scores come in the second quarter. A scoreless first quarter. In the second quarter, MOC-Floyd Valley got the scoring underway. Gage Fisher with a 4-yard touchdown run. The point after from Macedo was good, and about halfway into the second quarter, MOC-Floyd Valley earned the 7-0 lead. Central Lyon George Little Rock would answer back late in the first half with 2:12 remaining in the first half. A 15-yard touchdown run from Lucas Nagel. The point after by Carter Krull was missed wide to the left, and that is the difference here tonight. A missed extra point, a 7-6 score. It is MOC-Floyd Valley leading at Central Lyon George Little Rock. Stay tuned. Coming up on the halftime report, we'll get together with Lyon senior Parker Metzger when we return from Corver Field on the campus of Northwestern College in Orange City. 7-6, MOC-Floyd Valley leading Central Lyon George Little Rock at the half here tonight. This is Lyon football on the Lyon Broadcast Network.
But I literally didn't see your text.
Pizza Ranch legends.
Like I
the
was
husband who didn't text back about supper.
probably near a text dead zone. You've heard of a text dead zone, right?
It's only a legend, but just in case, there's all kinds of husband didn't text back about supper flavor at Pizza Ranch.
I'm totally getting taco pizza!
There's all kinds of that at Pizza Ranch.
Welcome you back to the Lions Den. Each and every week we get to know our CLGLR football players. We go inside the helmet and get to know our seniors just a little bit better once we get them off the field and get those helmets off. Today we're being joined by Parker Metzger. Parker, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Parker, let's start things off. Tell us a little bit about your family.
My dad, Craig Metzger, works at CFE. My mom, Kelly Metzger, works at the radiology department at the hospital here. I have 3 younger sisters that are, one's in high school, one's almost in middle school, and the other one's in elementary.
Well, it sounds like a good family life. Well, let's get you away from the family. Let's bring you to the point of emphasis here. Let's get you on the football field. Let's pad you up. Let's get that helmet on. Tell us a little bit about your position on the field and what your responsibilities are.
Yeah, my offensive line, I play right tackle. Obviously, my responsibility is don't let the quarterback get sacked, hit linebackers, DNs, anything. Pretty much seal the outside a lot of times. Pretty much just don't let them get everything smooth and let them score. So
you get to be the enforcer up front.
Yep, we get the.
You're the reason those running backs score.
Right. And then we don't get in the paper, so it's whatever. But and then on defensive end, it's just defensive end. A lot of times you get to have a good shot at the quarterback, and other times just contain and just kind of do your job, either going in and hitting the quarterback or watching outside and letting the linebackers do the rest.
Well, let's talk about the offensive lineman, defensive lineman guy. Like you said, you don't get in the paper. There's not a lot of statistics out there, but we always talk about some of the goals that you guys have throughout the year. What is maybe a goal for an offensive lineman such as yourself?
Yeah, we obviously can't score touchdowns. That's not really a thing. So to me, I would like to be a second-year all-district player. Last year I got a good chance of being elected to be on that team, and also I'd love to be on any all-state teams too. That'd be pretty cool honor to get.
That'd be some great honors to finish off your career. Well, let's take you off the football field. Let's bring you into the classroom. You're a senior at Central Lyon this year. Tell us a bit about the class load you're taking in your final year.
Yeah, to me it's pretty hard. I'm doing a lot of college courses, college comp, Western Civ, a lot of stuff like that, some math and some sciences, and try to learn as much as I can before college. So.
Well, classes and homework obviously are big in that area. What are some other things that Parker Metzger is involved in around here?
I'm involved in football. I love track. I'm in basketball. Also choir, and I also am part of FFA and some other little things here and there. So.
Okay. Well, we talked about you taking the college classes, getting yourself prepared for after high school life. What are the plans for Parker after high school?
Into college, after high school, I kind of plan on leaning toward SCSU, 4-year degree. My family's always done that, and I really like it there. And 4-year degree, something related to agriculture. Not 100% sure what exactly, but something related to that.
Well, that's all right. That's a pretty good start from where you are. Well, let's talk about it. As a senior, you've been through the program. Your final year here at Central Lyon George Little Rock football. What are some advice that you can give those younger kids that are just starting in the program as they make their way through their next couple of years?
Yeah, it's important that young kids know about this and all that. Just weight room's a huge deal. I think everyone says that too, and just enjoy all of it. It goes by really fast, and we were coming down to our last couple of games, and it's scary, but you just soak it in, enjoy it, have a lot of fun. You meet a ton of great guys, GLR guys and CL guys. Just enjoy it and soak it all up.
Well, you've talked a little bit about it. You're coming down to the final couple of games of your career. Your career as a CLGLR athlete is about over here. What is maybe some of your best memories, or what are some of your favorite parts about being part of this team?
Just a ton of stuff. The coaching staff, everybody's awesome, and just the friends, and some of the things where you walk out on the field, you look up, and you see those kids playing up on the hill, and you kind of remind yourself of, hey, I used to do that, and now you're on the field playing, and it's this awesome atmosphere, Friday night football, high school football, and it's one of those things that it only comes around once in your life, so you better take it. So it's pretty amazing.
Well, Parker, we appreciate you taking some time with us this week, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Central Lyon Community School District, setting the standard for success. Here at Central Lyon, we have a tradition of excellence and take pride in our quality education. Central Lyon has undergone many changes over the years, but our mission has remained the same: to provide an education and the opportunity for all students to become productive, lifelong learners. Our rich history combines with our state-of-the-art facilities to give students the best of both worlds. Our students have access to the newest technology, dedicated teachers, and a community that supports our efforts. Central Lyon Community School District, setting the standard for success.
Autumn, a time for new school activities, fall festivals, raking leaves, winterizing your home, and for farmers, harvest, putting in long hours, working hard from sunup to sundown. Minimize some of your stress by working with DeNoble Austin & Company PC, certified public accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne to maximize your precious available time. Call DeNoble Austin & Company PC today for help with all your accounting and tax needs. We are a stable, reliable company with the security of experience and the energy of youth.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face. A long lost friend with a helpful hand. Picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank in your own backyard. With people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC.
Make your move to the largest orthopedic physician team in the region, Avera Orthopedics.
Back at Corver Field on the campus of Northwestern College in Orange City, along with Joel Viss, I'm Jay Kelly. We are back at the field with our coverage of Central Lyon George Little Rock football here tonight. A 7-6 advantage for MOC-Floyd Valley over CLGLR at the half here tonight. And Joel, as we indicated, the battle would be won up front tonight. That would most likely be your game winner because it's a physical knockdown drag-out after one half of football here tonight.
Yeah, it's been a great fight so far. It's been a good back-and-forth matchup there. Both defenses bending a little bit. Both teams been able to move the ball. The one thing that I'm interested to see, Jay, here if the second half can continue like the first half, in that first half, the Lions had to play with their backs against the wall. Some great punting there by Carter Heemstra for MOC-Floyd Valley. First of all, they've been able to get to about that midfield marker when they've moved the ball. Then the Lions step up, get the stop. But when it comes to the punting duties, he's got 3 times he has punted the ball inside the 10-yard line. We even had it on the 1. We've had it at the 4. And I think we had it at the 7. The other time we got it at the 15-yard line. So any time that Heemstra's had to punt the ball, he's done a phenomenal job of getting just a low end-over-end punt that we can't receive. And it's been able to roll down inside and really put us behind our backs. And that kind of takes you out of your offense. You can't do a lot of things when you're inside the 5-yard line. You got to really be pretty basic and just try and get yourself out of the shells. I would like to see if we can kind of get after it a little bit quicker and force them to punt that ball away. And if we do see that they're going to punt that ball low like they were, you saw it on that last punt where Lucas Nagel came through and just about got the hands on it, just about got it blocked. That could be a big game changer if we can get a block punt, or if nothing else, if we can get our hands on some of these punts and not have to start deep in our own territory. If we can have a little bit of breathing room, I think our offense will have a lot more success.
7-6, that is the score. MOC-Floyd Valley with the lead over Central Lyon George Little Rock. Big District 1 matchup tonight in Sioux Center at Open Space Park. Boyden Hull Rock Valley and Sioux Center meeting up for pretty much the District 1 championship on the line. Both teams unbeaten in district play. Sioux Center unbeaten overall. Boyden Hull Rock Valley with 1 loss on the season. That only loss for the Nighthawks coming to West Lyon. And I believe the Nighthawks cruising as they're known to do down there in Sioux Center tonight.
Yeah, Nighthawks currently, last we saw, and the second quarter, were up 20-7 over there in that game. Something that we, like I said, we kind of expected to see out of Boyden Hull Rock Valley. We knew they were going to be the top team in the district, and they're going to be tough to beat. But it'd be nice if Sioux Center could get to them and kind of wear them out a little bit, because we've got the Nighthawks next week on their home field.
Yeah, any assistance from the Warriors would certainly be appreciated on that. That will be the season ender, the regular season finale with Boyden Hull Rock Valley on the road coming up next Friday night for these Lions of Central Lyon George Little Rock. Certainly, Joel, here we're looking for adjustments to be made in the locker room at the half as both teams get set to come out to the field for the second half of play.
Yeah, I think some of the adjustments that we need to make, like on the offensive side of the ball, we need to be a little more physical. I think up front there, we kind of been getting beat. That we've been letting them through pretty easily. We haven't held up a whole lot of resistance to allow our running backs to have that opening. When we do, and our running backs get the space, they've been doing a really nice job there. Van Beek has done a good job. White and Nagel, all 3 of those guys, when they've had room, they've done a good job of running the football. We just need to give them a few more opportunities to do so. And defensively on that side of the ball, you got to go back to the basics. We're doing things. I think we're in the right positions, Jay, but tackling has really been an issue, and that's something that we haven't seen for the last couple weeks, where the Lions are really struggling to break down and tackle these guys low. You've got some big backs there for MOC-Floyd Valley. They're all up over that 200-pound mark, and they've got a good burst of speed. So, I mean, they run the ball hard, and we just got to get lower and beat them at the point of attack.
7-6, that is the score. MOC-Floyd Valley with the lead over Central Lyon George Little Rock. Stay tuned. We'll have the second half when we return from Corver Field on the campus of Northwestern College in Orange City. You're listening to Lion Football on the Lion Broadcast Network.
But I literally didn't see your text.
Pizza Ranch legends.
Like
the
I was
husband who didn't text back about supper.
probably near a text dead zone. You've heard of a text dead zone, right?
It's only a legend, but just in case, there's all kinds of husband didn't text back about supper flavor at Pizza Ranch.
I'm totally getting taco pizza!
There's all kinds of that at Pizza Ranch.
Back at Corver Field on the campus of Northwestern College in Orange City, just about set for the start of the second half of play. 7-6, MOC-Floyd Valley with the lead on Central Lyon George Little Rock. MOC-Floyd Valley will get the ball to start things off in the second half. Along with Joel Viss, I'm Jay Kelly, welcoming you to our coverage here on the Lyon Broadcast Network. Central Lyon George Little Rock football at 3-4 on the season, 3-2 in district play, and with a win here tonight, the Lions can guarantee that they will finish the season with a winning record in district play. And the first season of Curtis Eben's coaching career here at CLGLR, I should say head coaching career at CLGLR. And certainly the way this season started, I think when you told us after week 2 or week 3 we would end the year with a winning record in District 1 play, you definitely take that.
Oh, absolutely. And, Coach Eben just looks – he's always looking for the positives out of this, and he always wants his kids to play hard each and every week. And if they can come out there and have that good spot there, knowing that they're going to have a winning record for sure, guaranteed in district play, that's a big step in the right direction there as we get this new regime underway here with Coach Eben. And it'd be a good thing for these seniors and stuff. A lot of good kids out there. And I know it's not the season that you want out of your team out there. There's been some low points in that season, but there's been some good high points, and that would definitely be a good high.
Romel Lopez with the ball teed up on the 40-yard line, ready to get the second half underway. As Lopez approaches, gives the ball the boot, a pooch kick to the 27-yard line. Off of the hop, down at the 25 by MOC-Floyd Valley's Logan Kudum, and that's where the Dutch will take over first and 10.
Yeah, Lions obviously saw in their last one they tried to kick it deep, and MOC-Floyd Valley able to bring it out to midfield. This time they go on a pooch kick, trying to catch them off guard. Ball hits the ground, and Kudum, as we talked about, when they kick it to us, it's hard. When it hits that turf, that ball can bounce any which direction, and the Lions trying to give themselves a chance.
First down and 10. Heemstra lines up under center. I-back formation. Pitch out over the left side. This is Mayrose, and Mayrose found some daylight. Brought down at the 42-yard line. Of 43 make it, and a nice pickup of about 18 yards on the carry.
Yeah, they're going right back to the same thing that they used in the first half. They got good blocking out front. They pull those two offensive linemen and give themselves that extra energy out there. And Mayrose does a great job of getting to the edge and finds all sorts of open running room.
Fresh set of downs for MOC-Floyd Valley right away. First down and 10 from their own 42-yard line. As Heemstra will line up under center, take the snap, bobble the snap, and has to hit the turf with it back at the 38-yard line. So a loss on a bad snap exchange for MOC-Floyd Valley, and it will be a loss of 4 on the play.
Well, and that's a great break there for the Lions to get them to go backwards on first down, get them behind the chains, and try and make them throw the ball. They haven't thrown the ball overly well so far in this game, and if we can get them behind the chains, kind of take them out of that comfortable running situation, that'll really help our defense as they go forward.
Second down and 14. Heemstra back to pass, throws to the left side, the right side. It is incomplete, nicely defended by Carter Krall, the intended receiver, Josiah Jansen on the play.
And there it is again. Obviously, as we said, they're not very comfortable throwing the ball. And out there just tries to throw it over the middle of the field. Carter Krall all over it, knocks it down. Now you got him third down and 14, and most likely a passing situation again if you can force them out here. And you can get this quick turnaround and get the ball back. That's a great win for your defense to start the second half.
Third down and 14 for MOC-Floyd Valley. Heemstra in the shotgun, trip receivers to the right as Heemstra takes the snap, drops back to pass, looking right side over the middle. The pass is intercepted at the 40-yard line. Carter Krall comes up with a pick for the Lion defense and the turnover. Krall picked it off at the 40, went down back at the 38, and that's where the Lions will take over first and 10 offensively.
And that's a good job there. Some people would say maybe knock that ball away and make them punt the ball. Not in that case. You want to get the interception, take the instant possession, you get it back there. And if Carter comes down with that, if he can keep his feet instead of falling to the ground making the catch on that one, he can get forward. He probably had a good 10 yards going the other way if he got it going.
First down and 10, Central Lyon George Little Rock. Ball spotted on their own 39-yard line. 10:58 left to play in the third quarter. Lions trail it by a score of 7-6, and we'll see what the Lion offense has in store for this opening offensive possession. On first and 10, they will line up with twin receivers to the right, a single receiver left. Make that twins to the left. Nagel will line up in the shotgun with an up back standing to his right. Nagel calls it out, takes a snap, hand to Van Beek, right up the middle, busts through the hole. Heavy to the 49-yard line, make it the midfield stripe, and a pickup of a first down on first down for Colton Van Beek.
Yeah, that's a great run there for Colton right off the bat. And we'll see Floyd Valley changed up their defensive scheme there. They went to 3 down linemen instead of 4 on that one, opening up some big gaps up front. They're trying to blitz those extra linemen. They're doing a 3-5 defense. They got 3 linemen. They've got 5 linebackers. And right there, we're able to catch them guessing. And when you can catch a team guessing on this front, you can really get some big gains.
First down and 10 for the Lions. Ball spotted on the midfield stripe. Nagel calls it out. Long count with a hard count in the mix. The hand of Van Beek. He'll break it out left side for a few yards up to the 47-yard line.
You know, and on that one, they brought the extra lineman back up there. They brought that linebacker and put him down on the line of scrimmage there. And but still a good push there for the offensive lineman. They got downfield, got forward, and able to get good progress on first down.
Second down and 7. Central Lyon George Little Rock with the ball on the 47-yard line of MOC-Floyd Valley. 9:55 left to play in the third quarter. Lions trail at 7-6. Nagel in the shotgun, twin receivers to the left, a single to the right as Nagel takes a snap, quarterback keep, and dropped in the backfield for a loss of 1 to the 48-yard line. Nothing happening on that play for the Lions.
Yeah, and that's just too many fakes on that one. A lot of indecisions by Lucas out there. He almost fakes left, then he wants to come right on that one. And when you got a team that blitzes as much as MOC-Floyd Valley does, you got to hit them quick on that. You can't delay. You can't second-guess yourself. You just got to go because by the time you second-guess, they're in your face and they're all over you there. And Lucas had nothing to do but go down for a loss.
Third down and 8 for the Lions. The ball spotted on the 48 of MOC-Floyd Valley. Nagel in the shotgun, crawl in motion right to left. Nagel drops back to pass, lets one go down the right sideline for Hymanson. Just overshot him a little bit, led him a little too far, and a 4th and 8 for the Lions coming up.
You know, and right there, third down, obviously a passing situation. They don't want to give the Lions any kind of time to set up their play on that one. They blitz off the outside edge, outside linebacker right in the face of Nagel instantly, and he has to throw that ball way before he wants to and overshoots Hymanson down the sidelines.
Looks like the Lions will play for field position with Buss on to punt, standing back on his own 40-yard line. As Buss awaits the snap is a good one, and the punt, a low end-over-end punt, will take a hop at the 22, inside the 15, inside the 10, and will be downed at the MOC-Floyd Valley 5-yard line. So a nice roll after the initial contact with the turf by the punt from Buss, and the Lions will pin the Dutch deep in their own territory.
You know, and that's exactly what they did to us in the first half. They got us playing out of the shadows of our own end zone, and really limited our play calling and really made it hard on us to move the ball down the field and flip the field position. Right here, we did a good job. We got it out to the midfield marker. Yeah, we had to punt that ball away, but good job there by Colton Buss to keep it low and just get it over the top there and let the ball take the bounce, and Lions coverage get down there and down it inside the 5.
8:51 left to play in the third quarter. First and 10 for MOC-Floyd Valley from their own 5. Heemstra under center, takes a snap, rolls out left side, looking to pass over the middle, and the pass is overshot for the intended receiver, Logan Kudum. Just led him a little too far.
You know, and right there, they're trying to catch the Lions on a big play on that one. Lions are obviously coming up playing the run, thinking the fullback was going to get it there. And they go play action pass, rolling away, and Heemstra's actually rolling to his weak side on that one. He's not rolling with his strong side of his arm there, has to throw across his body and just can't find his target.
Second down and 10, MOC-Floyd Valley on their own 5-yard line. Heemstra under center, calls it out. The hand goes right up the middle to Hoos, I believe, and to the 12-yard line for a pickup of a couple. That will set up a 2nd and 8 for MOC.
You know, and that's what the Lions thought they were going to see on first down, and that's what they were playing for. Here, MOC comes back at it, tries to hit it right up the middle there with that fullback. Now they've got him down in that 3rd down and 8 situation, and MOC-Floyd Valley, they're in a touchy situation here. They can try and pass to get that first down, but they might want to just go with the run. They've had some success and just try and give their punter a little bit more room.
3rd down and 8. Heemstra will pitch out over the left side, and this will go to Gage Fisher, who is piled up at the 13-yard line. Lions pursued it for a 1-yard gain around left end, and the Lions forced a 3-and-out.
That's a fantastic job by Nick White. He's coming across there. He sees that out there. He comes up there, fills the gap, and breaks down and just puts the helmet right on the numbers and does a good job of stalemating that tailback there. And he's going to force them to punt from about their own goal line.
On 4th down, Heemstra will line up on his own goal line, ready to punt the ball away. Heemstra takes a snap, gets a good one, gets off a low spiraling punt. It will hop at the 42 into the hands of White at the 47. White through the middle of the field, breaking for the far sideline, couldn't quite get there, but he did get some positive yards on the return to about the 45.
Yeah, and that was a scary deal there because he let the ball hit the ground, and it took a nasty hop, but he was able to corral it, and, good deal for that because then he was able to get positive yards up the field. And all in all right there, the defense came up, got a good stop, and that's what that punter can do for you. We got them inside the 5. Now they punt it back to us. Even though we didn't get a huge gain on the punt return, we still take over inside of MOC-Floyd Valley territory.
1st down and 10. Central Lyon George Little Rock on the Dutch 45. Nagel in the shotgun, crawl in motion right to left. He'll take the hand from Nagel, sidesteps the defenders, breaks for the sideline, and Carter Kroll has the 1st down to the 34-yard line of MOC-Floyd Valley.
Carter did a good job there, and once again, MOC is blitzing from the outside on that one. Carter, as soon as he gets the ball, he put on the brakes, man, and cut it up the field, found the seam, found the gap, and did a good job of just cutting and stair-stepping himself to the sidelines to pick up 11 yards.
1st down and 10 for the Lions on the 34 of MOC-Floyd Valley. Nagel in the shotgun, White in motion left to right. Nagel takes a snap, rolls out right side. Hit as he throws, catches made by White at the 31, brought down to the 30. Physical play down there on the field, and a pickup for 4 yards on the pass.
But a nice little quick pass right there, because once again, you're seeing it. MOC-Floyd Valley, they're just blitzing. They're bringing linebackers from every quick direction out there. And if we can get rid of the ball in a hurry, we can get the ball out there and get good positive gains. And a 4-yard pickup there on 1st down is really nice.
2nd down and 6 from the MOC 30-yard line. Nagel in the shotgun, takes a snap, hands Van Beek up the middle. Van Beek rolls off the initial contact. He's in the open. He's going to walk in for the Lion touchdown. Colton Van Beek from 30 yards out.
That should have been about a 2-yard run. He come through there. He got piled up right at the initial line of scrimmage there. He had a 2-yard gain, but kept the head down, kept the legs turned. He just kind of rolled and turned off of it, and all of a sudden he broke free. He was at the 2nd and the 3rd level, and he just ran right through the middle of the safeties and the defensive backs and ran away from them.
And the extra point attempt coming up here. It looks like the Lions will go for 2. 6:16 left to play in the 3rd quarter. The lead right now at 12-7. And the Lions going to go for the 2-point conversion here following the missed extra point on the first score. Nagel in the shotgun, twin receivers to the left, a single to the right. Nagel calls it out, takes a snap, quarterback keep up the middle, tries to tiptoe his way through the defense, can't quite get through, and the 2-point conversion fails. With 6:16 left to play in the 3rd quarter, Lions have their first lead of the night, 12-7. Central Lyon George Little Rock in front of MOC-Floyd Valley. From Corber Field on the campus of Northwestern College in Orange City, this is Lion Football on the Lion Broadcast Network. Back at Corver Field on the campus of Northwestern College in Orange City, 6:16 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Central Lyon George Little Rock has taken their first lead of the night. 30-yard touchdown run from Colton Van Beek. The 2-point conversion failed, and the Lions lead it 12-7.
Lions do a good job there of flipping field position right off the bat and really taking advantage of Colton Buss getting the punt and then forcing MOC out of their comfort zone and then taking advantage when they had the short field.
Ensuing kickoff from Romel Lopez, low line drive fielded at the 7-yard line, up to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, fumble and covered at the 36-yard line by Kyle Grotenhuis for MOC-Floyd Valley. He was the return man as well. One of those turf fumbles bounced right back into his hands.
Well, it's a good thing for the Lions that it was a fumble right there because he came right through the middle of the field there and virtually untouched. It looked like he was going to get a big return, but he just forgot to take the football with him.
First down and 10, MOC-Floyd Valley from their own 31-yard line. As Heemstra will line them up, looks like a shotgun formation, twin receivers to the right, a single to the left. Also a wingback to the left. He'll come across in motion from left to right. Heemstra calls it out, takes a snap, the hand up the middle to Fisher, and Fisher will carry to the, about the 37, 38-yard line for a pickup of a few.
Yeah, going to give him about 3 yards on that one, and good job there. They go into a shotgun trying to loosen up our defense, not letting us come up there and play the run as strong as we were on that one, and trying to get us spread out. But there, a nice job there. Defensive lineman to stand up the O-line right at the point of attack. Fisher comes barreling through there. We just grab on and hang on and give him a very minimal game on first down.
2nd and 8 for MOC-Floyd Valley with the ball spotted on their own 38. Heemstra in the shotgun, hands Fisher up the middle again, breaks it out left side, breaks through a tackle and out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Probably going to be about a yard shy of the first down.
Yeah, Gage Fisher, he's just too strong out there. He's too good of a running back. And when the Lions come up there, we've got to break down and make a good hit on him. And instead, we're just kind of reaching at his jersey, and he's just too powerful of a guy and runs right through those tackles.
3rd down and 1, MOC-Floyd Valley on their own 45. Heemstra will line up in the shotgun on 3rd and 1. Heemstra calls it out, takes a snap, hands Fisher right up the middle, has the first down, carries up to the 48-yard line of MOC-Floyd Valley. The Dutch will move the chains with 5:19 left in the third quarter, and Central Lyon George Little Rock with a 12-7 lead.
Yeah, Dutchman get that first down, easy run there for Fisher to come through there. But carrying that ball a little bit loosely, you got to be careful there. That ball could come out if he takes the wrong hit. Dutch trying to pick up the pace a little bit.
Yeah, on 1st down and 10 from their own 48. Heemstra in the shotgun, calls it out, takes a snap, hand to Fisher up the middle. Lions read that right away, made the contact in the backfield, and he's brought down ultimately at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Yeah, Austin Winkle doing a phenomenal job getting in the backfield and laying the hit on the tailback in the backfield. But good, strong running back, keeps his legs going. Gets back to line of scrimmage, but a great stop there for no gain for the defense.
2nd down and 10, MOC-Floyd Valley with the ball right about their own 49-yard line. Heemstra in the shotgun, clock moving with 4.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Heemstra calls it out, takes a snap, hands to the motion man around right end. It is Graham Mayrose, and Mayrose has the sideline and more as he carries down to the 38, making the 37 of Central Lyon George Little Rock.
You know, tough run in there, 12 yards on that one for Mayrose, and that's just that jet sweep. We do the exact same play out of the exact same formation. We got to know how to read it, know how to play it, and you see some guys arguing there down on the sidelines, not knowing their assignments, and you see that in that linebacker position there where we've had to adjust there with Parker Netton not being in the game, and they got a good gain out of it.
1st down and 10, MOC-Floyd Valley. Heemstra dropping back to pass, throws over the middle, pass complete to Fisher, breaks through one tackle, breaks through another, and carries to the 20-yard line of Central Lyon George Little Rock. They'll mark his knee down at the 22, but still well enough for a first down.
Yeah, 16-yard pickup there on that one, finding your running back, Gage Fisher. He's kind of becoming the guy that they're going to go to. And you're seeing that whether it's the running game or the passing game, they're going to lean on their stud there and see if he can't will them through and try and get him the lead back.
1st down and 10, MOC-Floyd Valley on the 22 of Central Lyon George Little Rock. Heemstra in the shotgun, looking over the middle. The pass is caught by Grotenhuis for the touchdown. Pardon me, that wasn't Grotenhuis. That was Josiah Jansen making the catch in traffic over the middle and walking in for the MOC touchdown.
You know, we talked about how they're passing. They were only 1 of 9 so far on the night. They're throwing the ball down the field. Now they've completed back-to-back passes, a 16-yarder, and now a 22-yard pass there. And Heemstra finding Jansen on target there right over the middle of the field, makes the catch, and an easy touchdown for the Dutch.
Point after attempt coming up for MOC-Floyd Valley. Looks like they'll go for the two-point conversion to try to get up by the field goal. Heemstra in the shotgun formation, calls it out, looks left side, passes, and at the goal line, hit immediately is Jansen. The Lions read that well. Lucas Nagel read it well, brought him down before he could cross over. So the two-point conversion fails. 4:08 left to play in the third quarter, 13-12. MOC-Floyd Valley leading at Central Lyon George Little Rock from Corver Field on the campus of Northwestern College in Orange City. This is Lion football on the Lion Broadcast Network.
Autumn, a time for new school activities, fall festivals, raking leaves, winterizing your home, and for farmers, harvest, putting in long hours, working hard from sunup to sundown. Minimize some of your stress by working with DeNoble Austin & Company PC, certified public accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne to maximize your precious available time. Call DeNoble Austin & Company PC today for help with all your accounting and tax needs. We are a stable, reliable company with the security of experience and the energy of youth.
Back at Corver Field on the campus of Northwestern College in Orange City, 4:08 left to play in the third quarter, 13-12. MOC-Floyd Valley rallying back to take the lead right back from Central Lyon George Little Rock, and back and forth we go. Here in this third quarter, the Lions now trail by 1.
Good answer there for the Dutch. They came right back after our touchdown. Didn't hang their heads. They came right back on the offensive side of the ball, moved it down the field, and able to punch one in and retake the lead. Now the Lions got to keep their heads up as well and see if they can't keep up the progress they had earlier.
Ensuing kickoff from Macedo, fielded at the 5 by Colton Van Beek. Breaking for the far sideline, and Van Beek will be brought down after he stopped midway at the 13-yard line. Didn't like what he saw and stopped in the middle of his cut when he had the wall trying to form there on the far sideline, and he was snuffed down immediately.
Well, his first blocker out there, Cade Greasy, just completely missed. Their gunner is just coming down from the sidelines there. He's filling in there, and Greasy ran right by him and let him come free, and he's trying to break away from it. Can't do anything, and the Lions are pinned deep here in their own territory.
Ball spotted on the Lion 14-yard line. Nagel in the shotgun, takes the snap. The hand to Carter Krull on the motion over left side, and Krull will make the best he can out of it, coming up with about 5 yards, maybe 4, to the 18-yard line.
Yeah, good run there for Carter once again, and that's just one of those things where he's having to make a cut so quick. On that jet sweep, we want to get to the outside, but they're bringing that linebacker off the outside edge, and they're blitzing him almost every time, so he has to cut it up. He does get good positive yards, but not the yards we're looking for.
Second down and 6 for the Lions on their own 18. Nagel takes a snap, and it looks like a busted play from the start, but Nagel runs with it and picks up close to a first down yardage when it's all said and done at the 24-yard line, and that play was going nowhere, but Nagel made the most out of it.
Yeah, you said it, Jay. It was busted from the start. He was trying to go a quick hitch route to the outside, but the blitzing linebackers, once again, they came from both edges that time. Lions are really struggling to guess exactly where the pressure is coming from, but Lucas fights through those two tackles in the backfield, fights forward, and he's got enough for first down.
First down and 10 from the Central Lyon George Little Rock 24. 13-12, MOC-Floyd Valley with the lead on Central Lyon George Little Rock. Lions with the ball. First and 10 from their own 24. The hand up the middle to Van Beek, and Van Beek will carry to the 30-yard line. A 6-yard pickup on first down. You'll take that every time.
Yeah, Colton Van Beek is doing a great job of running the ball here tonight. So far, he's got 12 carries for 84 yards. He's having a real solid night running the football, and he's doing it all mainly running between the tackles.
Second down and 4. Central Lyon George Little Rock on their own 30. The hand up the middle once again. Here's Van Beek once again, and Van Beek once again has a first down at the 36-yard line.
You know, sometimes when you got a guy that's got the hot hand, you just got to keep going to him. That was the exact same play. We just ran at him on the previous play. It worked, and so we came right back with it again. And, you know, I would say you got to keep running Van Beek. Just keep riding that horse out there and see if he can't keep moving you down the field.
2:26 left in the third quarter. Clock is on the move. Lions trail by 1. First and 10 from their own 36. The hand goes to Van Beek up the middle, breaks through some poor arm tackles, crosses the 40 up to the 41, and a 5-yard pickup on first down.
Okay, now they're starting to play it a little bit more there, but good willing by Van Beek just to fight for yards. He was hit at the line of scrimmage. He fought for extra yards. He's actually down now at the 41-yard line where he was taken down, and I think a guy landed on his leg wrong. But, you know, he's really running hard, and that's been an effective play. But now they're trying to cheat to it, so now this is when you try and catch them off guard with something else.
Yeah, we saw Colton come up lame earlier in the game. He was able to come back in. He was nursing his shoulder earlier in the game. However, as you mentioned, Joel, here, this might be around the leg area if somebody awkwardly fell on him. A 5-yard gain on the run. The ball will be spotted at the Central Lyon George Little Rock 41-yard line. 2:10 left to play in the third quarter. MOC-Floyd Valley with the lead over CLGLR by a score of 13-12. We're going back and forth here in the third. Lions actually grabbed their first lead of the night on a 30-yard touchdown run by Colton Van Beek, but MOC was able to answer 2 minutes later with a 22-yard touchdown pass of their own and get that lead right back.
Now Colton is getting up. He is walking off the field under his own power there, so hopefully nothing major there, just maybe a stinger or something, just a little bit of pain for him. That's one of those things where, the turf is great because you got all sorts of grip with your feet out there, but when you're going down, sometimes you stick into that turf as well, and that can cause something to twist the wrong direction.
2nd down and 5. Nagel in the shotgun from the Central Lyon George Little Rock 41. Bad snap. Nagel corrals it, rolls out to his left, now rolling out to his right, breaking through tackles, and he can't get them all. He got about 5 MOC-Floyd Valley defenders on him, tried to fight him off as best he could, but couldn't break through all of them. And back at the 30-yard line, it will be a loss of 11.
Yeah, that's a tough break there. They're actually going to give him out to the 31, so a loss of 10 roughly there for Lucas. And, Lions rolling right along there, and then an injury by Van Beek takes them out of their momentum there, and all of a sudden you have a mental lapse there. Ball hits the ground there, never gets to Lucas, and now you're back behind the chains again.
3rd down and 20 from the Central Lyon George Little Rock 30. Nagel back to pass, deep down the left side, and the pass is caught by Brady Wright at the 40-yard line of MOC-Floyd Valley. Wright is able to haul it in for the Lion first down in the big game. They'll give him the 39 of MOC-Floyd Valley.
Going to go for about a 32-yard pickup there for Brady Wright. Nice job of just running down the seam of the field and looks for the ball. It gets up there. He goes up, catches it up above his head, and corrals it in. Earlier in this season, he dropped a pass like that, heard the footsteps, couldn't bring it in. This time, a sure hands, and he brings it in.
1st down and 10 for the Lions from the MOC-Floyd Valley 39. The hand goes to Nick White up the middle, push in the pile forward up to the 35-yard line, and a tough 4 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, Nick White can come in there, and he fills in nicely. When we need him to come in for Van Beek, who's out on the sidelines there, but in the same aspect, it'd be good to have him in there because now Nick White's going to have to come out as his helmet came off in the play, so he's going to have to come out for at least one play. We'll see who comes in and runs that running back role.
It looks like Colton Van Beek coming back into the game with 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock is on the move. 13-12, MOC-Floyd Valley with the lead on Central Lyon George Little Rock. A 2nd down and 6 for the Lions from the 35 of MOC-Floyd Valley. Twin receivers to each side. Nagel in the shotgun. Krull in motion from right to left. Krull takes the hand from Nagel, cuts it back up the middle to the 33 for a pickup of a couple. That will set up a 3rd down and about 4 for the Lions.
And on that one, Carter has done that a couple times throughout the night where he's had some good success running the ball that way. But on this one, now he's predicting it, and he's cutting before he even gets the ball. They know what's coming, able to play it and keep him down for a 2-yard gain.
The clock will run out on the third quarter of play. After 3 complete, we've got a good one here tonight. MOC-Floyd Valley leading Central Lyon George Little Rock by a score of 13-12. Stay tuned. The fourth quarter comes back when we return from Corver Field on the campus of Northwestern College in Orange City. This is Lion football on the Lion Broadcast Network.
But I literally didn't see your text.
Pizza Ranch legends.
Like
the
I was
husband who didn't text back about supper.
probably near a text dead zone. You've heard of a text dead zone, right?
It's only a legend, but just in case, there's all kinds of husband didn't text back about supper flavor at Pizza Ranch.
I'm totally getting taco pizza!
There's all kinds of that at Pizza Ranch.
Make your move to the largest orthopedic physician team in the region, Avera Orthopedics.
Back at Corver Field on the campus of Northwestern College in Orange City. 12 minutes up on the board for quarter number 4. MOC-Floyd Valley leading Central Lyon George Little Rock 13-12. Nagel in the shotgun, 3rd and 4 for the Lions from the 31. Fakes the hand of Van Beek, keeps himself around right end. Nagel cuts it up, flag on the play. Nagel has the first down on the carry, but a flag on the play, and I believe a late flag came in after the play possibly as well.
I think that was something on the sidelines getting tossed around there, but you're going to get a flag in the area of a hold there, and I do believe that's going to be your first penalty against the Lions here tonight. I guess they did have one in the first half. They had an offsides on the offensive side of the ball, but yeah, you're going to get a holding penalty on this one, and that's a tough break there because I think Lucas was looking like he was going to cut up the field and come behind him, and then he decided to break it to the sidelines, and the wide receiver just kind of got caught on the wrong end there trying to twist and trying to find Lucas, and ends up getting caught for the hold.
Well, the ball will be spotted now at the MOC-Floyd Valley 44-yard line. A 3rd down and about 15 now for the Lions with the ball on the MOC 44. 11:53 left to play in regulation. The Lions trail it 13-12. Central Lyon George Little Rock with a 3rd and 15 from the 44 of MOC-Floyd Valley. Nagel in the shotgun, dropping back to pass. Great protection up front. Lets it go down the right sideline. Underthrown for Hymanson. It's intercepted at the 16-yard line by MOC-Floyd Valley. Make it the 15, and that is where the Dutch will take over.
You know, and that is definitely not what we wanted there. We had everybody in tight. What we were going to try there is that wide receiver screen with Carter Krall, but he got chipped right after he took off for the line of scrimmage. Wasn't available to get the ball to, so we try and throw it deep. Once again, the exact same thing we saw earlier in the game. Under a thrown ball, defensive player went up right with Hymanson and wins the battle there as he has great position. And that's too bad because we could have gone for it on 4th down there, or we could have punted and tried to get him even deeper instead of putting him there at the 15.
First down and 10, MOC-Floyd Valley from their own 15 as Heemstra will line up in the shotgun formation. Takes a snap, hands to Mayrose up the middle, breaks it out left side through a couple of arm tackles, and Mayrose stripped the ball. Fumble on the play. The Lions got it. The Lions fell on it, and a turnover coming right back from the Lion defense as they were able to get the ball out and cover it up.
Wow, and Mayrose got a good burst there. Mayrose had a huge run, and he had 10 yards. He was fighting for more, and as he twisted out, had the ball stripped away. Lions pounce on it, and they're going to take over. That's a huge break for the Lions, but there's somebody down on the sidelines here for MOC-Floyd Valley, and once again, looks like they're grabbing at a leg.
Yeah, back at the 15-yard line, the injured party for the Dutch. Lions will take over on the 25 of MOC-Floyd Valley, and I tell you what, if you're going to arm tackle, you might as well try to punch the ball out. It worked right there.
Well, they got themselves a gift on that one because that was a huge turnover against us there, and MOC-Floyd Valley had some momentum there. They just had a huge run, got a good burst there, and a great break there for the Lions to get the ball back here on the 25, trailing by 1 here with 11.5 to play in this ball game. But, you just because you have the ball this close to the end zone doesn't mean you can sit on it. You're going to have to definitely push something to it and try and, use that momentum that you've got. And our offensive line has got to finish this drive off and get us in the end zone as we see Logan Kudum coming up here for the Dutch and walking off the field.
Yeah, a little bit of a limp for Logan Kudum, but he is able to walk off on his own powers, so that is certainly a good thing to see because he was writhing down there on the turf.
Yeah, he was in a lot of pain, and the physical trainers do a good job of getting down to him, kind of stretched him out, might have cramped up a little bit. Looks like they were kind of grabbing at the ankle there and trying to stretch him out, but he will come off the field. Lions on offense, and it's time to do something with it.
First down and 10 on the MOC-Floyd Valley 25-yard line. Nagel will line up in the shotgun, twin receivers to the left side. Nagel calls it out, man in motion right to left. That is Carter Krall. He'll take the hand from Nagel, blown up right at the line of scrimmage. Hymanson missed his block, and Krall got blown up.
Wow, that's just too bad there. We had good blocking across the line there, good blocking downfield. If Hymanson makes that block there, he's got at least 7 yards on that play, if not more, with Carter's speed and ability. And you got to block at the point of attack, and that's been a struggle for us all year long of getting those initial blocks up front.
No gain on the play, so a second down and 10 for the Lions on the 25 of MOC-Floyd Valley. Nagel in the shotgun once again. White in motion left to right. Nagel takes a snap, rolls out right side, throws over the middle, complete. The catch made at the 20 by Hymanson for the 5-yard pickup.
You know, and that's a good job there by Hymanson to actually make that catch. He's wide open over the field. It was a good, well-drawn-up play there as he found himself alone over the middle of the field. Lucas is rolling right, though, and has to throw across his body and just throws it way out in front and a little bit low. Hymanson goes down to make the catch, but can't get anything afterwards. But good possession there. 3rd down and 5 is a great position here inside the 20-yard line.
Ball spotted right on the 20 of MOC-Floyd Valley. Nagel in the shotgun, White in motion left to right. Nagel takes a snap, hands Van Beek up the middle, right into the line, and no gain on the play. Lions will have a 4th and 5 coming up the 20-yard line of MOC-Floyd Valley with 10:10 left to play in regulation. Clock is on the move. Lions trail it by 1.
You know, I like the run there. Go to Colton Van Beek. Let him try and get through. He's had really good success getting there so far. But in that situation, you almost want to put it on, as you see them cheating up on that run, you want to put this on Lucas's shoulders here and see if Lucas can get you those yards.
4th down and 5. Central Lyon George Little Rock on the 20-yard line of MOC-Floyd Valley. Nagel in the shotgun, dropping back to pass. Quick pass, left side. White makes the catch at the 15-yard line and brought down to the 13 of MOC-Floyd Valley. That will be enough for a Lion 1st down.
Nice little hitch pass there. Nothing to it, really. You just let him go. The safety's playing 15 yards off of Nick White. That's an easy pitch and catch out there for him, and they do a good job of getting it to him. Nick White makes the first catch. He's got the 1st down, then fights for a few extra yards to give him inside the 15. Now the Lions got to go back to work, and I really want to see, as they get closer to the end zone, I want to see Lucas put this on him, and I want to see Lucas run the ball.
1st down and 10, Central Lyon George Little Rock. The hand goes to Nick White on the sweep over the right side, and White will be hit at the line of scrimmage. Tried to stretch it up, but really nothing a whole lot doing there, and the Lions will have a 2nd down and 10. 9:15 left in the 4th quarter. Clock is on the move. Lions trail it 13-12.
Yeah, MOC-Floyd Valley did a great job of just kind of stringing that one out. The linebackers flowed with it. They didn't blitz up the field on that one. They just kind of flowed with the jet sweep, and we ended up getting a yard of forward progress, but not much after that. You know, Jay, we've had the success running between the tackles, going right at them. I think we got to get back to it.
2nd and 9 for the Lions from the 12 of MOC-Floyd Valley. Nagel in the shotgun, hand up the middle to Van Beek. Tries to break it out right side. Nothing happening there as the line just got blew up again, and Van Beek is going to lose yards on this play.
Yeah, Parker Metzger just got beat up front there. He couldn't get to the block out there. And a great penetration. Credit MOC-Floyd Valley right now. They're really fired up after that turnover. They're not hanging their heads. They're coming at it, and they're playing like they got that lead, and they don't want to give it up.
Ball spotted on the 14 of MOC-Floyd Valley, so now a 3rd down and 11 for the Lions with 8:15 left in the 4th quarter. Clock on the move. Lions trail it by 1. Nagel in the shotgun, calls it out, takes a snap, drops back to pass, looks right corner of the end zone, and it is intercepted in the end zone. Underthrown ball for Hymanson once again, and the interception, the 3rd of the night for MOC-Floyd Valley. Touchback will take it back to the 20-yard line.
That's an absolute terrible thing right there. You cannot throw that interception on that play. You've got to make sure it's either in his hands or over the top of him out of the back of the end zone on that. You cannot underthrow that ball because we're inside the 15-yard line. Carter Crawl is a good enough kicker. He can make that field goal. We saw him practicing in warm-ups up there. We've got a shot at the lead. A turnover is the only thing that keeps us away from that one, and just a poorly thrown decision.
1st down and 10, MOC-Floyd Valley with the ball spotted on their own 20. Heemstra in the shotgun. Twin receivers right, a single to the left. Heemstra calls it out with Mayrose in motion. The hand will go to Fisher right up the middle. Huge hole for Fisher, and he is free. Breaks down the sideline, cuts through the defense at the 45-yard line, and a big gain for MOC-Floyd Valley on 1st down.
And, you know, the nice thing about Fisher on that one is he picks up 25 yards on the run. Got a huge hole to go for. He was running towards the sidelines, knows the situation, cuts it back into the field. He gets tackled, but he goes down inbounds, and that keeps the clock moving.
1st down and 10, MOC-Floyd Valley with the ball on their own 45. 7:45 left to play in the 4th quarter. As Joel said, the clock is moving. The Lions trail it 13-12. Heemstra in the shotgun. Twin receivers left, a single to the right. Wing back on the left side. Heemstra takes the snap, pitches out left side to Fisher. Flag on the play. Fisher will be brought down after a pickup of about 2 yards, and the Lions took the ball away. We'll see if it was blown dead or not.
Nobody blew a whistle, so it should be Lions football.
We'll wait for the official signal here. The officials are going to say they blew it dead on forward progress.
Wow, and there was no whistle. They never stopped play on that one, but the Lions came out of the pile with the football, and that should, if nobody blew the whistle dead, that should be Lion football.
We'll wait and see as the officials are huddled up here. There was a flag on the play as well. We assume that to be a holding on MOC-Floyd Valley, as the officials, I assume, would be talking about the fumble right now. Ball is spotted on the 46 of MOC. What are the officials going to decide here? As we await the word from the man in the white hat.
They are going to say that there's a chop block against MOC-Floyd Valley, but they're going to leave the possession with MOC-Floyd Valley and say the forward progress was stopped. Coach Eben is arguing over there that there was no whistle for the stoppage of forward progress, and his team kept playing through it.
Well, the officials will call the chop box, so MOC will be losing yards on the penalty, and they'll mark it back from the 45-yard line at the line of scrimmage back to the 35-yard line. So it will be a first down and forever for MOC-Floyd Valley now with 7:24 left in the fourth quarter. Lions trail it 13-12. First down and 20, MOC-Floyd Valley with the ball on their own 35-yard line. Twin receivers to the right, twin receivers to the left. Heemstra will line up in the shotgun with a single back behind him. That is Fisher. Heemstra takes a snap, drops back to pass. Quick pass, right side, and bobbled and caught off the deflection, his own deflection by MOC's Parker Weirda at the 41-yard line. It will be a gain of 6 on the play. Weirda bobbled it, and Krull had a chance for a pick there, but I believe he thought he caught it and just decided to tackle him instead, which brought Weirda back into the ball.
Well, yeah, and that was just an odd event there as it came off his hands, then it bounced off of Carter. Like you said, he was trying to make the tackle, and it hits Carter and bounced right back into the hands of the receiver. He's able to make the catch and pick up positive gain on there. That's a tough break there as the clock keeps moving and doesn't go for the stoppage on the incomplete pass.
Second and 14 for MOC-Floyd Valley from their own 41. Heemstra in the shotgun, twin receivers left, a single to the right. Heemstra running the play clock all the way down, man in motion right to left, bobbles the snap and has to fall on it back at the 37-yard line. Boy, MOC just wants to give the Lions the ball here.
Yeah, MOC-Floyd Valley, and I think what's going on here is they've moved the ball. They've been really fluent in pushing the ball down the field. Now they're sitting there with that lead. They're watching the clock, and they're really working the play clock down there and just delaying and kind of sitting on it. And I think that's taking them out of rhythm, and that's what's causing their problems.
5:50 left to play in regulation. Lions trail it 13-12. Third and 18 for MOC-Floyd Valley from their own 37. Heemstra in the shotgun, looking over the Lion defense. Calls it out, takes a snap, looking to pass, left side, lets it go, and overthrows the intended receiver on the play, Josiah Jansen. There's a flag on the play at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it looks like it's going to be in the area of a hold on that one once again, and if that is the case, you would expect Coach Eben to just decline this one, take fourth down here, and make him punt the ball back to him. And having to throw the ball, the good thing on those miscues there, and that incomplete pass, that stops the clock. Lions able to keep all 3 of their timeouts right now, and they'll get the ball back with about 5.5 minutes to play, and they've got some time to do some work.
Well, the officials will give the signal here after they're done discussing, and the penalty call against MOC-Floyd Valley going to be illegal hands to the face. We'll see what the Lions have declined it. So a fourth down and 18 coming up for MOC, and you would believe the Dutch will punt here with 5:35 left in the fourth quarter and a 13-12 lead for MOC-Floyd Valley over Central Lyon George Little Rock.
Well, let's see if they bring some heat with Lucas Nagel here. They've gotten close to a couple here earlier, and we'll see if they get another shot at it.
Heemstra back on his own 29, gets the punt off. A low line drive punt, takes a hop at the 30-yard line out of bounds at the 26 of Central Lyon George Little Rock. That's where the Lions will take over 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. 5:27 left to play in the fourth quarter. Lions trail at 13-12.
Heemstra doing a great job, man. He has been phenomenal punting the football so far today, Jay. I mean, anytime they need a kick from him, he does a good job there. He kept it away from our return guys, gets a good hop there as the ball hits down by the sidelines and rolls out of bounds at the 26-yard line. So the Lions, 5.5 minutes to go. They've got all 3 timeouts, so, I mean, they're in good position. No need to hurry up and get excited about this one, but they do have a ways to go down the field.
First down and 10, CLGLR from their own 26. Nagel in the shotgun, rolling out right side, looking to pass on the play. Lets it go over the middle of the field for Hymanson. A jump ball, and it is tipped and intercepted by MOC-Floyd Valley. 4th interception of the night for the Dutch back at the 40-yard line.
You know, and the Lions right there, that's something that all night long we've just been trying to go for that deep ball. You don't need that deep pass in there. You've got over 5 minutes to go. You just got to put a drive together. Do what you do best. Play your game. Run the ball down the field and do your job out there. And here we're rolling out right side and just throwing the ball up for grabs out there. There was 3 guys around the receiver he was looking for. Ball tipped around and ends up being picked off, and you give the ball right back to MOC.
First and 10, MOC-Floyd Valley from their own 41. Heemstra will line up under center, I-back formation behind him. Heemstra takes a snap, hand to Hulse, the first man through, and Hulse breaks through some poor tackles, still going inside the 40 and down to the 36 of Central Lyon George Little Rock.
Yeah, good run in there for Hulse once again as he just busts through a line, gets through the line of scrimmage there, good blocking up front, then just fights through the linebackers and through the defensive backs. He broke about 3 to 4 tackles on his way down there and picks up a good 25-yard gain.
5:05 left to play in the fourth quarter. Clock is on the move. 13-12, MOC-Floyd Valley leading Central Lyon George Little Rock. Ball spotted on the CLGLR 36-yard line. It is a 1st and 10 for MOC-Floyd Valley. They'll line up under center in the I-back formation. Heemstra, long snap count and flag on the play early. I believe MOC-Floyd Valley may have moved early.
Yeah, the flag came. It's a pre-snap penalty on that one. Official throws the flag right away, and you're going to get a false start. MOC-Floyd Valley, they've got things rolling there. They're just trying to get a little extra jump on that one, going a little bit early, and going to cost them 5 yards here. Hopefully the Lions can use this penalty to their advantage and try and get that stop and try and get the ball back and give themselves a little bit of time to get down the field. 4:45 to go in the ball game. It's still first down, so even running 3 to 4 plays off there is going to eat up at least 2 minutes off the clock unless MOC is forced to throw the ball and can get some incompletions.
First down and at 15 following the penalty for MOC-Floyd Valley with the ball spotted on the 41 of Central Lyon George Little Rock. I-back formation for the Dutch, split receiver wide to the left. Heemstra watches the play clock. There is 10 seconds on the play clock and 4:30 left on the game clock. Heemstra has taken his time, lines up under center, calls it out, takes a snap, pitches out right side to Fisher. Fisher trying to stretch to the sidelines. Lions pursue and take him down out of bounds. Carson Stave gets him at the 34-yard line.
Still going to pick up good yardage on that play, Jay. They're going to get about 7 yards on the carry by Fisher, but at least he does go out of bounds on the carry, and the clock will stop here as he gets knocked out of bounds with 4:17 to play, but we can't be giving up 7 yards on the run. We got to get in there and get a no gain or a negative gain here on this next play to give ourselves a chance.
Second down and 8, MOC-Floyd Valley on the Central Lyon George Little Rock 34. Heemstra under center will hand to Fisher over the left side, back up the middle. Fisher dives to the 28-yard line, and he'll have another pickup of 6 yards, setting up a third down and about 2 for MOC-Floyd Valley on the Central Lyon George Little Rock 28.
And the tough part about that one, third down and 2 here, even if we can get them stopped here and hold them to a fourth down play, they're inside the 30-yard line now. MOC-Floyd Valley most likely going to go for it on fourth down, and the Lions got to step up here, and they definitely need a big play on this one.
I-back formation behind Heemstra. Heemstra will line up under center. Barks it out with the Lions showing blitz, and the Lions jumped off sides on the hard count. Matuska come over on the left side, and the Lions will give MOC-Floyd Valley a first down.
Well, Matuska's trying to argue here, and he's trying to say there was movement by the offensive lineman that drew him across, but the Lions definitely went on the hard count there, trying to show blitz and get caught jumping into the neutral zone.
First down and 10, MOC-Floyd Valley on the Lyon 23-yard line. 3:38 left to play in the fourth quarter. Clock will wind again. Lions trail at 13-12. Heemstra will line up under center with an I-back formation. Still 15 seconds left on the play clock, and he'll try to run that all the way down. Heemstra looks over the Lion defense, tries to draw him offside with the hard count. Now he'll step back, set up under center again, in the hand of the fullback Hulls right up the middle. He's hit immediately at the line of scrimmage, and they will mark him at the 21 for a gain of 2 on the play.
Yeah, and just working that fullback here. MOC-Floyd Valley, they know they just got to be patient here. They're going to work the clock again as now it's set. The play clock now just getting going as it dips under 3 minutes to play overall. They're going to really work this clock all the way down. As you said, it's second down. They're obviously going to go for it on fourth down, being this close to the end zone, so they're going to be able to work off a lot of time. The Lions got to get some step up, and they're almost going to be forced to start using some timeouts.
Second down and 8 for MOC-Floyd Valley on the Lion 21-yard line. Heemstra pitches out left side to Fisher. Fisher cuts it back to the middle, and the Lions corral him at the 25-yard line. It will be a loss of 4 on the play, and the Lions will use their first timeout. With 2:28 left to play in the fourth quarter, Lions trailing at 13-12, and a 3rd and 12 coming up for MOC-Floyd Valley.
You know, the Lions have had their shots, Jay, all throughout this game. MOC-Floyd Valley has just been giving them chances and giving them the turnovers they needed. Lions just haven't been able to do anything with it here in the second half. They haven't been able to cash in all the opportunities given to them, and they've made the mental mistakes that has really kept MOC with this lead. You know, the Lions, they've played probably better here in the second half than they did in the first half, definitely for sure, and they've probably played better than MOC here in the second half. But at crucial times and at crucial moments, they haven't been able to make the plays they needed.
Following the timeout, it will be a 3rd down and 12 for MOC-Floyd Valley on the Central Lyon George Little Rock 25-yard line. 13-12, that is the score. MOC-Floyd Valley with the 1-point advantage in this game here tonight. 2:28 left in the fourth quarter. This is the first timeout of the night for Central Lyon George Little Rock, and the defense looking for a stop here.
Well, and this could be a big play here for MOC-Floyd Valley. That negative play there puts them at 3rd down and 12. If you're the Dutch, do you just run the ball, make the Lions use their next timeout, or do you try and throw for the first down or throw for a big gain and risk the opportunity of throwing it incomplete?
Looks like Heemstra will line up in the shotgun formation. He's got Hulls behind him. Or, pardon me, that's Mayrose behind him, rather. Man in motion left to right. Heemstra will pitch to Mayrose. Mayrose right side. Mayrose has a hole. Busts through some poor tackles. He's got the first down, dragging the Lion defense inside the 10, down to the 9-yard line.
You know, and that's just effort right there on that play. You know, Mayrose comes off there. Matuska missed him in the backfield and couldn't make the tackle. Then he gets downfield, has about 5, 6, 7 yards, and then just breaks through. Even 3 or 4 more white jerseys have got a hold on him. And somehow with those guys all over top of him, he'll still pick up another 5 yards after that inside the 9-yard line and a first down. And that pretty much is going to make for a lot of trouble here for the Lions.
2:08 left, and the clock is moving. Play clock at 10 seconds with the game clock at 2:01. Heemstra with the guy back formation behind him. First and goal from the Lion 9-yard line. Heemstra calls it out, hands left side to Fisher. Fisher will run right through the Lion defense into the end zone for the touchdown. So with 1:49 left in the fourth quarter, it's now a 19-12 lead for MOC-Floyd Valley, and the Lions looking to block the extra point here.
Well, either block the extra point and give yourself a chance here, or if they go for the extra point, you're still only down a touchdown, Jay. With 1:49, you've got 2 timeouts left on the clock. You've got the opportunity, only trailing by 8. If you can score, you can still tie it on a touchdown here. So you're still in the ball game. You can't think that the game is over at this point.
Extra point attempt is up, and it is, I believe it's no good. Yeah, wide right. So 1:49 left to play in the fourth quarter. 19-12. MOC-Floyd Valley leading Central Lyon George Little Rock from Corver Field on the campus of Northwestern College in Orange City. This is Lion football on the Lion Broadcast Network.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face. A long lost friend with a helpful hand. Picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank in your own backyard with people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC.
Back at Corver Field on the campus of Northwestern College in Orange City, 1:49 left to play in regulation, 19-12. MOC-Floyd Valley with the lead on Central Lyon George Little Rock. The Dutch just scoring a touchdown. However, they missed the extra point. So the lead still at 7, and Central Lyon George Little Rock with a fighting chance here with 1:49 left to play and 2 timeouts to their credit. Ensuing kickoff coming up from Macedo. He's got it teed up at the 40-yard line. Van Beek and White back deep to return for CLGLR.
Is he going to give these guys a chance to return it, or do you think a squib kick's going to come to the upback?
We'll wait and see here what the Dutch elect to do. And they will go with a deep, high end-over-end kick. Lions will let it roll through the end zone for the touchback. Lions will take over 1st and 10 with the ball spotted on their own 20-yard line with 1:49 left to play in regulation.
You know, that's a huge kick there for MOC-Floyd Valley. I mean, if any time you needed to get your foot behind one there, he booted that one right over top their heads, and it went about 3 yards deep into the end zone, not even giving the Lions a chance. If they're going to come down here and try and tie this game up, they're going to have to go 80 yards, and they're going to have to earn it.
1st down and 10 for Central Lyon George Little Rock. The ball spotted on their own 20-yard line. Twin receivers will line up wide to the right side, and now Nick White, it looks like, going to shade over to the right side as well. So now you've got a trips look to the right, a single receiver to the left. Nagel in the shotgun and up back standing to his right. Nagel takes a snap, drops back to pass. Good protection up front. The pass to White at the 23-yard line is caught for the short completion to the 24 where they'll mark it, and 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, just a little 4-yard pass there to Nick White, and trying to see if something's going to open over the top there. MOC-Floyd Valley obviously playing way off. They're going to give us that underneath pass, but definitely not going to give up anything deep over the field. But the Lions are going to have to take a few chances here.
Nagel in the shotgun on 2nd down, dropping back to pass, looking left sideline, lets it go for Hymanson. Hymanson comes back and cannot make the catch. He drops it. He was contact early by Kyle Putnam, but no flag on the play, and now a 3rd down coming up.
Wow, and that's a tough break there for Hymanson. He made a great play on that ball. It was wildly underthrown. He came after it. And Putnam just laid into his back there before the ball even got there, and no flag on the play. So not a good break there for the Lions, as they'll be put back here at 3rd down and long situation.
Of course, a 3rd down and 6, but your ultimate goal is to get down the other end and score 7. 1:14 left to play. Clock is stopped. Nagel in the shotgun, White in motion left to right. Nagel takes a snap, under pressure, passes on the wheel route, right side. Nick White for the 1st down to the 35-yard line. He's brought down inbound, so the Lions got to hustle up. Clock will stop for the chains to move.
Yeah, a nice little wheel route there for Nick White to come in motion there. They brought a lot of pressure, and Lucas had to throw that awfully early, but good job of being aware by Nick White to make that catch and get the 1st down.
1st and 10 for the Lions from their own 35. Inside, a minute left. Nagel takes a snap, rolls out left side, looking right side for White again. Underthrew him, and White had room to roam, too. Wow. 2nd down and 10 coming up.
It was there. Once again, the exact same play there. The one thing I don't know about this here, Jay, is when they bring Nick White in motion, they're faking to him like they're going to give it to him on that jet sweep. And sometimes that little bit of a fake kind of takes a little bit of too much time, especially when they're blitzing. And they don't want to let us sit back there and just throw the ball down the field. They're going to make us throw it quick and underneath and use the clock. And, I mean, I know we've got the repertoire in there to throw the ball, but we got to give him time. Maybe you just want to sit in a max coverage situation.
2nd down from their own 35. Nagel in the shotgun, rolls out left side under pressure, lets it go deep down the left side for Hymanson. Jump ball. Hymanson makes the catch at the 35-yard line of MOC-Floyd Valley with 48 seconds left to play.
Well, that's a 30-yard reception. That gives you a shot here as you get inside of MOC-Floyd Valley territory, Jay. With Hymanson making that catch, you've got a chance here. You've got some timeouts, and you can still take a few shots at a Hail Mary. Is a lot easier if you need to use it.
1st down and 10 from the MOC 35. Clock winds. Nagel in the shotgun. Great protection up front. Going for the right side for Hymanson. Jump ball again and knocked down by MOC-Floyd Valley. Incomplete. 36 seconds left, and the clock will stop. A 2nd and 10 coming up for the Lions from the MOC-Floyd Valley 35. Lions trail it by 7.
Boy, that looked eerily familiar to those last couple interceptions, Jay, out there. That ball just hangs in the air, and luckily MOC just knocks that ball to the ground. If we're going to get that ball up there, we got to be a lot more precise. We've still got 2 timeouts to use, so we can play the middle of the field and play under here.
2nd down, Nagel takes the snap, dropping back to pass, setting up the screen over the middle to White. He's got blockers in front of him. White at the 25 and a hold on the play. 20 to the 15 is Nick White, but this is going to come back with a holding by one of the blockers on the screen.
He just kind of got there. That was a pretty ticky-tack call. They didn't call the offense or the pass interference earlier. And that was pretty cheap there as he come through there, and they barely got a piece of that jersey. Nonetheless, it's going to be a holding call and bring it back.
Clock now at 27 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Lions trail it by 7, 19-12, and the officials going to mark off the holding flag. And we'll see where they mark it off from the line of scrimmage here at the 35-yard line back to the 45. So the Lions are, back to the 40-yard line for a 2nd down and 15 coming up. Ball spotted on the 40 of MOC-Floyd Valley. Lions will break the huddle, twin receivers to each side. Nagel in the shotgun with Van Beek standing to his right. Man in motion right to left, that is Carter Kroll. Nagel rolls out to the right side, looks down the sideline for Van Beek. He had wide open over the middle, Carter Kroll, or I believe wide open over the middle. Showing him right now was Deach on the play, I think. Or Nick White, rather.
Yeah, Nick White was there, but when you're rolling out that way, you've got pursuit coming on the weak side there. You're not looking for that guy. You can't come back and stop and throw back across your body. That's a tough throw for those guys to make. He's got to be able to plant his feet. Lions are forced to use a timeout here, and they need to talk this over on 3rd down and 15 from their own 40. Jay, I think you got to make sure you get positive yards here. I think we got to get inside the 30 and allow Lucas to have a chance at the play to get the first down here. We got to get at least half the yards here. Then maybe go for a first down and then take maybe one shot down the field.
21 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Lions trail it by 7, 19-12. They still have 1 timeout left to their credit. A 3rd and 15 coming up with the ball spotted on the MOC-Floyd Valley 40-yard line for Central Lyon George Little Rock. And if we've seen anything, it is that the Dutch are going to leave the middle of the field wide open, and certainly why wouldn't they? The clock is their friend right now.
Well, you've got 1 timeout to use here, so, I mean, it's okay. If they're going to give you a 15 to 20-yard pass right over the middle of the field, you hit that, get your first down. You can go up there, you can call timeout if you want, or you can spike it. If you get the first down, the clock will stop and allow you that chance to go up there and spike the ball and save your timeout.
Nagel in the shotgun on 3rd and 15. Crawl in motion right to left. Nagel takes a snap, rolls out right side over the middle. Nick White with the catch at the 30 to the 25. He'll have the first down at the 24. Clock will stop while the chains move with 14 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter.
Lions need to hurry up on the ball here and see if they can't get the ball clocked here and get the ball to stop, and they will.
Chains are set, and the clock is stopped with 12 seconds left in the 4th quarter. A 19-12 advantage for MOC-Floyd Valley. Central Lyon George Little Rock with a 1st and 10. The ball spotted on the 26-yard line of MOC-Floyd Valley. Of course, you need the 26 more than you need the 10 right now.
You know, but right here now, once again, you still got 1 timeout left. By getting that first down, you're able to clock the ball and stop the clock with 12 seconds left. If we can run one, we can throw one over the middle of the field, and we can take the timeout and try and get set up one more play. So we've still got some options.
Nagel in the shotgun, trip receivers left. Nagel drops back to pass. Great protection up front. Throws over the middle. Catch is made at the 7-yard line by Hymanson. Make it the 6-yard line. The Lions call timeout with 5 seconds left to play. 5 seconds left. The Lions will have a shot from the 6-yard line of MOC-Floyd Valley.
That is a great play right there. Good pitch and catch there. You know, they gave Lucas plenty of time on there. At the 6-yard line, Jay, you've got plenty of options here of things you can do. You can run that wheel route. You can run the screen underneath. You can run that quick slant. There's lots of things that we can do to get ourselves into the end zone here with 5 seconds to play. You're only going to have one play. The one thing you got to do is if you're a wide receiver, you better be in the end zone when you catch that ball.
Well, it will come down to one play here tonight at Corver Field in Orange City. 5 seconds left on the clock. 19-12, MOC-Floyd Valley with the lead on Central Lyon George Little Rock. And, of course, if the Lions do score the touchdown, they obviously have to kick the extra point to tie and force overtime. Ball spotted on the 7-yard line rather than the 6. So the Lions 7 yards away from a touchdown and a possible tying extra point. Following the timeout, the Lions back out on the field with 5 ticks left on the clock.
Lions come out here, Jay, and you got to expect they're going to try and spread this thing out a little bit, try and give themselves as many gaps as possible. As you see MOC-Floyd Valley, they're going to sit with about 7 guys on the goal line. They're just going to run a flat line across that goal line to try and keep us out of it.
Nagel in the shotgun formation, and now MOC-Floyd Valley going to call a timeout on the defensive side to see how the Lions line up.
You know, and that's definitely something that they wanted to do is see what we were going to come at for them with the formation, and now they're going to call a timeout out of this one. So, I mean, it's definitely something. It's going to be a chess game right here. Who can make one play? It's going to come down to one play here, and who can make the right one here. Can the Lions execute it and get in for that 7-yard touchdown, give themselves a chance to tie it? Or can MOC step up and get the stop that they need once again?
Well, we knew we'd have an even matchup here tonight, and it is indeed going to come down to one last play with 5 seconds left to play in regulation. The Lions trail it 19-12. Central Lyon George Little Rock with a 1st and goal on the 7-yard line of MOC-Floyd Valley. Obviously, this will most likely be the final play of the game, barring a penalty here. Central Lyon George Little Rock used their timeout, came out and set up. Now MOC-Floyd Valley has used their timeout to try and, as you mentioned, Joel, play the chess game here.
Well, and you know, Jay, like you said, even if we get the touchdown here, we still got to come out and convert the extra point. Carter Krall has been phenomenal all year long kicking the football, but he's already missed one tonight. And could be interesting here, see what the Lions choose to do.
Nagel in the shotgun with 5 seconds left. White in motion left to right. Nagel takes the snap, rolls out right side. Looking in the end zone, back across his body, throws it right to the MOC-Floyd Valley defender. Hymanson was wide open in the left side of the end zone, but he threw it in the middle for whatever reason, and the clock runs out, and that will bring an end to this one tonight. The 5th interception for Lucas Nagel on the night.
Oh, what a tough break. As you said, Jay, Hymanson was wide open in the back corner there, but Lucas is rolling right side, trying to come back across his body, and just doesn't have the strength to get the ball there. He underthrows it. The linebacker's sitting right there, ready to make the catch, and he makes the interception, and that's just, a fitting way the game ended, but a heartbreaker at the same fact.
MOC-Floyd Valley comes home with the win tonight, or stays home with the win, I should say. 19-12, MOC-Floyd Valley defeating Central Lyon George Little Rock here tonight at Corver Field. Stay tuned. We'll be back with the postgame show from Orange City when we return. This is Lion Football on the Lion Broadcast Network.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face. A long lost friend with a helpful hand. Picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank in your own backyard. With people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC.
But I literally didn't see your text.
Pizza Ranch legends.
Like I
the
was
husband who didn't text back about supper.
probably near a text dead zone.
The
You've heard of a text dead zone, right?
It's only a legend, but just in case, there's all kinds of husband didn't text back about supper flavor at Pizza Ranch.
I'm totally getting taco pizza!
There's all kinds of that at Pizza Ranch.
Autumn, a time for new school activities, fall festivals, raking leaves, winterizing your home, and for farmers, harvest, putting in long hours, working hard from sunup to sundown. Minimize some of your stress by working with DeNoble Austin & Company PC, certified public accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne to maximize your precious available time. Call DeNoble Austin & Company PC today for help with all your accounting and tax needs. We are a stable, reliable company with the security of experience and the energy of youth.
Make your move to the largest orthopedic physician team in the region, Avera Orthopedics.
Central Lyon Community School District, setting the standard for success. Here at Central Lyon, we have a tradition of excellence and take pride in our quality education. Central Lyon has undergone many changes over the years, but our mission has remained the same: to provide an education and the opportunity for all students to become productive, lifelong learners. Our rich history combines with our state-of-the-art facilities to give students the best of both worlds. Our students have access to the newest technology, dedicated teachers, and a community that supports our efforts. Central Lyon Community School District, setting the standard for success.
Back at Corver Field on the campus of Northwestern College here in Orange City. Final score tonight, MOC-Floyd Valley defeating Central Lyon George Little Rock by a score of 19-12. And Joel, we mentioned a even battle all night here, and that is truly what we got here tonight. It came down to one last play. Lions unable to get it done. They fall 19-12, but you had the one last play, the opportunity to tie it up with the ball on the MOC-Floyd Valley 7-yard line, and it looked like probably had the play that worked even, but just came up short on the throw, and the Lions will fall to 3-5 on the season and 3-3 in district play.
Yeah, and just a tough break. Like I said, Jay, the play was drawn up well. Hymanson was all alone as everything was flowing to the right side. He was standing all alone, but Lucas was rolling right, and he has to come back across his shoulder, throwing off of his back foot, and that's something he had to do all night long. Is he threw the ball a lot. We had him throwing the ball all over the field here, and probably the most passes he's ever had to throw in a game ever in his career, and he was constantly under pressure. You know, they are always in his face. They're bringing blitzes from different areas out there. And, you know, you saw a lot of him throwing off of his back foot tonight, and those caused those underthrow balls. And, 5 interceptions, that's tough. You talk about we can't really talk about the one play at the end of the game that we missed out on there, because we had lots of opportunities, Jay. We threw some interceptions at some really inopportune times. We had our chances to do some good things. We had our chances defensively. We had our chances offensively to try and get things going in the right direction. We just couldn't cash in. We couldn't make the play we needed at the time we needed it to. And, so you can say, yeah, we had one last play from the 7-yard line to tie the ball game, but we had a lot of one last plays out there, and we just weren't able to cash in. And a big credit to MOC-Floyd Valley tonight. They came out, they played hard, and they got the job done, and they took care of business. But they definitely gave us plenty of opportunities to try and win. We just couldn't quite do it.
Well, the Lions fall by a score of 19-12 here tonight at Corver Field. Big thanks to all of our fine sponsors that make our coverage possible. Frontier Bank, Avera Health, DeNoble, Austin and Company, the Pizza Ranch, the Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company, Sanford Health, and Premier Bank. We ask that you please patronize the sponsors that you hear during this broadcast, at the very least, swing into their place of business and tell them thank you for bringing you Lion football right here on the Lion Broadcast Network. So the Lions fall to 3-5 on the season overall, 3-3 in district play, and the final game of the year coming up next Friday night on the road in Rock Valley, taking on the Nighthawks of Boyden Hull Rock Valley. It's a rivalry game, and obviously the Nighthawks, the be-all, end-all in Class 2A in the state of Iowa this year.
Yeah, it looks like Boyden Hull Rock Valley also going to take the win over Sioux Center tonight, and they'll be that'll just virtually give them the conference championship. Obviously, they will have to go to their field next week and be on the road. That's always a tough environment to play in, is going on the road to Boyden Hull Rock Valley, and that's going to be a tough environment. It's going to be a tough way to end the season. We know how good they are. We know what they're going to bring to the table. It's just going to be a really tough way for these guys to go out and bring up their last game of the year. But, that doesn't give you any excuse. You got to come out, and we got to be ready to play the upset-minded guys. Let's go out there and give them everything we got. You got nothing to lose, so you can just as well play your heart out, leave absolutely everything on the field next week, and hopefully you can give Boyden Hull Rock Valley a game of it and make them know that they played you. Don't just hand them an easy one.
Well, that will do it for our coverage here tonight. Once again, the final score, MOC-Floyd Valley defeating Central Lyon George Little Rock 19-12. We'll be back again next week, pregame from Rock Valley around 6:30 or so, right here again on the Lion Broadcast Network. We'll sign off for tonight from Corver Field on the campus of Northwestern College in Orange City. For Joel Viss, I'm Jay Kelly. Good night, everybody.